All right, hey everybody, happy to be back. Hope you guys are all doing well. We can start off with Bitcoin here in a few minutes. Let people trickle in here. I'm wondering how good the notifications are going to be tonight. Let me put my feet up. There we go. All right. Probably turn that down. And I think we're all set. Okay. Come on, doggo. Nope. Relax, doggo. Puppy wants to play. Ooh. Hey, don't bite. I know you're trying to play. Let's see. Hey, LaPush, hope you're having a good day. Let's see what's going on right here. Let people trickle in, everybody. Hey, Big Mike. Hey, Delilah. Just got the notification. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, I think what's happening is, like, since I'm streaming so much, it doesn't want to send out as many notifications. But I know people want to see me stream the same amount of time, so it's kind of a weird mix. Let's see. Ooh, there we go. So far, we have had some interesting stuff happen with crypto. I guess I was only gone for one day and like a morning, but still, still a lot of craziness has happened in that time. Hey, all in time. Ooh, hey, hold on, doggo. Let's see. Well, there's two things I'm looking at right now. Let me see if I can point them out to you guys, and I'll kind of reiterate it as more and more people come to the stream. Hey, doggo, hey. Doggo, no. All right, hold on. He just disconnected my headphones, so hold on one second here. He's getting wild with wanting to play. One thing I'm looking at right now is we do have another breakout opportunity here, which is fine. I will be watching this as we go along. So you see it's right there. Short term though, did I do it on Bidget? I think I did do it here. I'll just put it up here as well. I do have an hour. If you look at the hour chart, there is a breakout possibility here if you guys want to do a little bit more of a day trade. And what I'm going to do very fast is delete this very quickly. So far, I'm not too concerned about what I'm seeing here. I'm still fine with riding with Bitcoin here. But one thing I am looking at is if I can take over this, because we did break down technically out of this support level. So we could possibly come back down here to 59,000, 59,500-ish range. So I'm ready for that, just in case. Doggo, what are you doing? Okay, he's just getting a little wild. That's fine. There we go. I'm going to hit auto very fast. Stretch this out a little bit. And this is what I'm looking at in the short term. If you guys are looking at the hour chart. Tap here, tap here. I'm looking to see if this short-term breakout will yield any results. Until then, we're more reliant on this overall uptrend that we're seeing. So I'm gonna wait it out. On the 4-hour chart, I think this 200 moving average is important. I do think we are gonna get some volatility here, either up or down still. So getting ready for that ride. On the other side, this is only the 4-hour chart. On the daily chart, let me pull this up here. We are running below the 20-day moving average, which is fine to me. I'm wondering if it's going to take a little bit more time for us to come back down here to 58,500 or 59,500 before I break out, and hopefully the 50-day moving average will come up for us. Hold on a second. Loki, relax, dude. Relax. He's really, I don't know why. I gave him some type of meat thing. Some meat treat that I got at Mud Bay. I think he's enjoying it a little too much. Yeah. So right now, that's what I'm waiting for. I can actually take this off now. Overall, this is what you guys should be looking at. We had the first breakout here. I guess it wasn't enough, but it did give us a little bit of a play. But now we got something else to break out. I'm hoping we can break out of it sooner rather than later. There we go. So that's what it looks like right now. In fact, I should actually delete this and make it a little bit more precise. Right here. There we go. That'll work out. Hey, Shooby Sky. Good evening. Hey, Jason. Let's see. Hey, Albert, right now things still look bullish for Bitcoin. We're just kind of waiting it out to see what's going to happen here. I'm hoping on the 4-hour chart we have a chance of bouncing off the 200 moving average. That's what I'm really looking at right now as a good level of support. If we're able to bounce off of that, awesome. If not, things are going to become a little bit more tricky where we have to test out maybe $58,000 again. Let's see. Hey, Delilah, right now it still looks bullish, but what is it? 4 hours. Let's see. You'll know by the next day or so whether we're going to take a big hit down or we're about to break out. I'll say that. So give about 24 to 48 hours. It's pretty much whales are going to make a decision in this time frame here. Whether they're going to try to push us down below this 200 moving average, or if they're going to let us bounce off of the 200 and try to break out to the upside, which we can try out. Try $67,000 again. The one thing I've been looking at as well, I know, let me go over to this side. Dogecoin isn't doing really much at all right now. It's still kind of pumping along steadily. It's at 26 cents. Fine. You can see that huge spike we had at 33 cents. It's still there, but we're still due for a breakout sometime towards in the next 2-3 weeks. We can expect another spike. Ethereum. Oh, wow. There's a lot of crap on this. Let me hold on a second, guys. That do, we don't need that one anymore, and it's still okay. Yeah, so Ethereum is still grinding up here on the on its stake chart. So I would assume the next few days we could expect another big pop out of Ethereum as long as Bitcoin is still somewhat stable here. But overall, Ethereum's still looking good. Matic is looking okay. It did have this crazy breakout where it didn't surge. What was this surge? 75%. So Matic is still looking pretty good. On the breakout itself, the breakout reaped a reward of about 40% without leverage, right? And it looks like it's going to come down a little bit more to probably test out the 20-day moving average. 88, on the other hand, it had a nice little spike. It ran into the 50-day moving average, got rejected. I still think it's a good time to buy ADA. Not a massive position, but somewhat of a more smaller to medium-sized position. I still think it's worth it because if Bitcoin is able to hold, which I think it will, I want to see AD actually break out above the 50-day moving average and the 20, and that'll yield up, it'll get back up to maybe $2.40, a little bit higher than that over the next couple weeks. XRP, it tried to break out, it did, but Bitcoin taking that drop the last couple of days knocked it back down. This thing was actually poised to break out, so I was really disappointed with XRP. BitTorrent still doing its thing. It's still kind of grinding up on this trend line here. That's all it's doing. It had a couple little spikes here and there, right? But it's just overall it's just grinding. Ethereum Classic. This has really not been doing much lately. I think it's due for a pop, but besides that, really not much. Let me go over here. Anything else moving a little bit more drastically? Sheeb. What is this doing? Oh, it's down 6% right now. This is the daily chart. So it is taking a little bit of a hit. It did bounce off of the 20 though. I did tell you that, guys. So it's able to bounce off of there, even though it might have scared you as it went down below. On the 4 hour here for Sheeb though, that is not a pretty sight. If this managed to pop back over the 50, that's when I would consider buying more of it. But I really don't. I'm not going to buy any more Sheeb. I had my fun. I bought way back down here, and I sold up here. I think I did a pretty good job. And as far as my my last 20%, I got out of it when it broke down below the 50 here. So I'm completely out of Sheeb for the moment. But maybe it's gonna be able to hold the 20 here. I'm gonna have to be able to wait. On the 4 hour though, I'm excuse me, on the daily chart, it's hitting a wall here. It's hitting a wall. But if you guys are looking for an opportunity, it tried. It just wasn't able to. So I'm gonna wait that one. I just watch Sheeb for the moment, unless you guys are really bullish on it. Let's go back over here to Doge for now. 15 auto. There we go. All right, and Bitcoin. Let's go to 15 as well. Hopefully this is able to make another breakout here soon enough. That dip hurt us a little bit. Hey Steve, morning, Mike. Can you see Shiba right now? What's happening? Oh yeah. yeah. Let's see. Hey dollar one, yeah. One. I'm assuming you're talking about a crypto. Let me see. How many? Let's see. There we are. Let me check out the daily first. I still think this is fine to hold. The one thing is it's been kind of bouncing off the 50 here. It bounced once, bounced twice. Maybe it'll bounce 3 times. It was able to hold support with all 3 of the moving averages. So that was kind of nice. So I would say this is an okay time to start buying it. I probably would have wanted to buy a few weeks earlier personally, but this is still an okay time to buy. I would say if you're gonna buy, take a small position, because if Bitcoin does end up dipping in the next 24 hours or so, because of this, go here, and it tries to make a big move below this 200 moving average on the 4 hour chart, you will see Harmony probably get back down here to, 406 is the last 3 digits. I'll just say that. I'm not gonna tell all the zeros and whatnot, but it'll probably take a dip, and that dip would probably be a drop of about 12 to 13%. So I'd just be aware of that, okay? But as of right now, with Bitcoin still looking strong, still in this uptrend, and still trying to bounce off the 200 here with a chance to break out, that could leave you a good opportunity here. For most things at the moment, I would say you're going to be taking small accumulations. but I wouldn't recommend going on heavy unless you bought something heavy back a while ago and you're just kind of waiting all this out. That's what I'd be saying right now, just because, again, now we have another level of resistance. We're still grinding, which is still good, but whales can come in at any moment. So we're still at that high point where you just want to be cautious about how much you're putting down in some of these altcoins, especially because all these altcoins can really drop like a rock if Bitcoin takes a little bit of a tumble in the next 24 to 48 hours. All right, there we go there. The good thing about Dogecoin is it's not getting hit as hard as you would think with Bitcoin dropping. It's come down, but it's not coming down like hard. There we go. Let me take a peek over here. Let me see what's going on right there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Delilah. Hey, Jason, is 26 no floor for Doge? I would say Doge can go further than 26 cents if you ask me. I think it could possibly go back down to 24, 23 cents over the next few days. Because what we're looking at as far as Dogecoin is this trend line, right? So if the, at least for today, the trend line can go all the way down to, I'm not saying it's going to, but it can come all the way down here like 21 cents. That's how low it can get before it has a chance of getting back down to support levels. Short term on the day chart, we're flirting with the 20, but I would say realistically the floor for us is probably about 24 cents for Dogecoin. So you could start buying right now, but I would go heavier on some of these, these drops that we see. Usually when you buy something like Dogecoin or any of these other coins a little bit more volatile, I usually don't just buy off of one point. I try to go in there slowly. And what I like to do is do limit orders. So let's say I'm sleeping and there's like a crazy flash crash with Dogecoin because Bitcoin took a drop or whatever it may be. What I'll end up doing is I'll have a limit order down here set to like 23 cents. So if it does crash down this low, or drop down this low, it's probably not going to be a crash, but if it does drop down that low, I could see me getting a small position open right here. And then when it rides back up eventually for the breakout, then I make even more money. That way I'm getting a good price on the movement. But limit orders tie up the money, so you kind of have to be willing to just have your money waiting there for a while before the drop happens and before the order executes, and then, for the profit later on. Hey Jeremy, thoughts on Doge breaking 70K for the end of the year? Been seeing some positive trends in that direction. Curious on your take. Do you mean 70 cents? Dogecoin's not going to hit $70,000. Not that much, but it could hit 70 cents before the end of the year. Right now it still looks bullish. Right now it still looks nice to me. We're pretty much just waiting for whales to make a push on this thing. And this was an attempt by a whale to push it up right here. It got shorted down a little bit, so I'm wondering what's keeping Doge down. But whenever that faucet lets go, so to speak, or whenever that pressure, downward pressure lets go, it's gonna pop. And then there's gonna be a whole bunch of people waiting to see, is this the right time to buy, and is this the right time to buy, and over and over and over again. When usually, when it comes to a lot of these cryptos, it's still an okay time to buy Doge. You don't have to buy a lot of it, but if you wanted to make money down the road, this is still a decent price. Because remember, Dogecoin went all the way down here to like 18, 16 cents a while back, and what is that now? If we go all the way to the bottom, that's still 62%. But if you, if you buy it like over maybe the next week or two, you might be able to buy it for like 5 to 6% cheaper than what it is now if it continues to drop like this. But I think Doge is still worth buying. You don't have to put you don't have to put your mortgage on it or anything like that. But at this price, it's still a good price because it hasn't really popped off yet. And you see, just looking at volume, there are people ready there to make some money. Now it just depends on when this thing really pops off. You saw actually some institutional sellers come in here the last few days as well. So they probably saw the price up here. They saw that nothing really crazy was rallying, so they probably bought back. They probably sold some coins and they're going to buy back later on. Let's see. But yeah, 70 cents. That's totally realistic before the end of the year. Again, if Bitcoin continues to keep on climbing here, I'd rather see Bitcoin get up. I'd prefer to see Bitcoin get up to 75,000, 80,000, maybe even 100,000. And that would be more in tune to keep all these altcoins really chugging up. So when altcoin season starts and Bitcoin starts to lose a little bit of dominance, you see a lot of that money flow into the altcoins instead, without causing Bitcoin, to crash. Hey Travis. Hey Mike. What are you drinking when Doge goes to the moon tonight? What do you call it? I have Maker's Mark over here on next to my desk. I got Maker's Mark, and I got some really weird. No, it's hold on a second. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna go to this website where I buy my wine and not wine, but wine and whiskey and spirits, whatever you call it. New and trending. Let's see if I can find it. I got some really weird whiskey. It's like a Glenlivet or something like that. It's supposed to be like Glenlivet, but like a mystery. Oh, here it is. Okay. I got some of this stuff. Glenlivet Enigma. So I got it because it was like, oh, look at this weird new flavor that we have. We're not going to really tell you what it is. And it's kind of weird. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. I bought it a few weeks ago here, but it's like a very sweet scotch that I'm not really used to. But overall, it's pretty good. I drink it when I'm at the end of the day and I'm just tired of life and I'm just like, I need to drink something. This is what I've been drinking right here. I wish it wasn't so expensive. I really wanted to buy something else. They had something else I wanted, but I don't think I can find it here. They had like a mini 3 whiskey pack of like all the Glenlivets of all these random flavors I really wanted to try. But if Doge skyrocketed tonight, I would probably pull out the big guns and go with that, because that'd be very, very good. Let's see. Hey Mike, thoughts on Bitcoin. Oh, okay, I get you, my man, I get you. I still think Bitcoin 70,000 is definitely possible before the end of the year. Like, I don't want to say it's a certainty because whales can always punish us and like pound us down, but I mean, I would give it an 80% shot. We're gonna break above 67,000 before the end of the year, which is why when I tell you guys like I'm just accumulating small amounts of coins over time here, and I'm not really buying anything too much in bulk. The last thing I bought, maybe a little bit more of like a medium-sized position, was XRP. But because I thought that was going to break out, and I mean I sold it for a nice like a small profit, but I guess I sold 75% of it. I sold 25, and I'm gonna start buying back in more because it ended up taking this little bit of a dip. But right now, all of these coins are still at really good prices, and over the last few days we've seen some really crazy dips with some of these coins, and I've just been taking up little nibbles of them all as they drop. Like here, Ethereum's not a good example. Ethereum's been kind of let me go to the date weekly. Ethereum's been doing just fine. I like this a lot. I haven't been buying more Ethereum because I bought it a while ago. I'm so happy with it. I bought some on this breakout here, and it's still chugging up, but not much like in the past few days. Matic, I bought some on this breakout. It's still doing fine. I sold some, not up here. I actually sold some right down here, just because I wanted to move some money around. ADA, I've been accumulating, but a lot of this stuff, everything's been kind of dropping over the last few days, so I've been having some fun buying some stuff up. XRP had this little drop down here. This is where I bought some. Bitcoin. Now a lot of these are really small purchases. I'm not saying like I'm spending like thousands of dollars. I'm talking like a few $100s here, because at the same time this could easily turn into a breakdown where we keep on falling downwards and I end up losing money, but I'm going to keep that position for the long-term rally, right? So it's not like I'm buying huge positions, but I am getting these things at a discount. So like I bought some, let's say I didn't buy Bitcoin. Let me just go to XRP. Okay, I own too much Bitcoin to keep buying more, but I got some a 98 cents here. Oh, it's on Magnet. Hold on. There we go. Now, the one I bought right there, it's already up 19%. Okay. Now, I didn't spend a whole bunch of money on them, but I spent a little bit of a nibble, so like a couple $100 right here. Nice and easy. It's doing fine for me right now. It has like a 20% trailing stop loss. It's not really, the stop loss isn't there to actually take a profit. It's just there in case I'm slipping and everything goes to hell, so to speak, right? So that's why it's there. But for the most part, it's doing just fine. So that's what I've been doing, taking small positions as stuff drops. And if it continues, I'll keep on doing that. It's been a pretty successful strategy so far, but that strategy is only there because I'm bullish on Bitcoin, right? We had a small breakout here. It ended up getting tossed back down. I'm okay with that. I just really don't want to break down below this $57,809 level. That's when I would really start getting concerned about, Bitcoin's falling down to possibly back down to 52,000, which would not be a fun thing to watch. Although I don't think it would fall down all the way to this trend line. I think it would actually probably come back down here a little bit, then curl back up, and that curl would be a big boom. But for now, I hope that doesn't. I hope that doesn't happen. But as far as Bitcoin reaching 70,000, I mean, it's only right here. It's like, I think it's gonna happen. Fairly easily. Now let me go back over here to 15. There we go. See, hey Justin, do you think you should sell Doge right now if you have an average higher than 24 and then buy back in lower? You can if you want to. What is the price right now? After 24. Let's see. Yeah, you can do that. My only thing is you just got to be careful because, you know, you never know how much Doge is really going to go down off. It's going to do one of those random spikes it likes to do. So you can. I tend not to do that type of stuff, mostly because taxes are annoying on it. But you can definitely do that. Just make sure you don't get too greedy and try to get too low of a price. At the end of the day, your goal shouldn't be to make money off of that trade, even though you did make money. It would be to accumulate more Dogecoin, or at least take some profit off and just get the same amount of Dogecoin, but still walk away with some money. So just make sure you have a plan for what you're selling it for, not just to get a better price, but either trying to get a better price for more coins, or you're trying to get a better price and just take the profit and then, you know, take that profit off the table, keep that same amount of money you had to invest in the first place, and then move it right back into Doge, but just for a lower price. Both work out. Let's see what's still not here. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Hey, no worries, Jamie. Happy to help you out. I know. Don't worry. We've had typos before. Let's see. Hey, you're watching. Hey, Travis. I like the smoky flavored scotch. I've had that a few times. I have to be in a special mood for it. Normally, it's out when I'm camping. I have to be in a really good mood for that one. Let's see. Hey, Chef, how's it going? It's going okay. It's been a pretty long week, and I just realized today was Friday. My grandparents went on vacation to Georgia for like a couple weeks, and I didn't know they were going on vacation. So all of a sudden, my little sister called me today and says, "Hey, Michael, I think you're driving me to school today." And I was like, "What?" And so my whole day has just been like scrambling to do all my regular errands on Friday, and then also like taking my sister to school, picking her up. And now I know for the next 2 weeks I have to I have to drop her off at school and pick her up every single day. So now my whole schedule for like the next week is kind of like shot. So I'm trying to reorganize everything. But my migraine from yesterday is like almost gone, so I'm like really happy about it. I'm like hyped up on pain pills right now, and it's like, it's so nice not to have a migraine. Because normally when I stream, guys, you know I have this freaking light right here right in my face. But what I've done is I just kind of turn it down a little bit. Normally, if it's really dark, I'll kind of have like this, and it'll be like way more brighter. But now I kind of just, put it down a little bit for me. Hey, Sol, I just posted a link on the other stream. Hope you and your family are doing well. Hey, I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, so far everybody's doing well. I just talked with my mom a little bit ago. Dropped my sister off over there. We went shopping. I had to go pick up some dog food for my puppy at Mud Bay because I did like an online order type of thing. But yeah, they're all doing fine. Loki's doing okay too. Oh, he's passed out. He was just playing and being really crazy a few minutes ago, but I guess I was just like, I don't want to go to bed type of stuff. So he's crashing right now. I got him these really cool little meat things that he absolutely loves. I don't even know what they're called. Hold on. Don't worry, crypto will wait, guys. I'm starting to get more relaxed with these streams just because I realize that when I try to please everybody, I end up just making myself like please nobody because I'm just like stressed out all the time. Healthy cats, healthy dogs. How do you do this? No. Frozen treat. Oh, am I actually looking? Oh, how do you? Okay, healthy dogs, dog food. Treats and chews. This is such a fancy website. I feel like this isn't the real website. Oh, shop. There we go. Okay, my bad. I'm not used to this type of online shopping type thing. Well, on here. Freeze, toys. Frozen? Maybe. Okay, I'm not gonna try too hard to find it, but. Oh wait, no, there it is. Northwest Naturals. There we go. This is the brand of food I get him. Oh, it only lasts for like 3 days though, so it's freaking expensive as hell. But they have this cool little hold on. Where's that? These things. Here you go. I get him these beef bones. He absolutely loves these beef bones. He eats them the whole thing, the marrow and everything. He goes absolutely crazy for them. So he's been enjoying those today. Well, enjoying one today. Okay. That's all I was going to show you guys. Let's see. see. Hey chef, man, you never believe it. I bought a 700 Amazon call midweek and sold it at a $300 profit, but today it turned to 10K. Oh my gosh, dude, that is absolutely nuts. I'm looking sold it for 300 profit, but today, that is, dude, that is absolutely insane. Today was a crazy day. I wanted, chef, did the did they expire today? I wonder if that's what it was. If it just kind of boomed up in value all of a sudden, or did it expire next Friday? Because that is absolutely insane. For me, I didn't take a picture of my place because I've been so busy. I sold all of my options. I ended up just taking the loss for Redfin. I can show you the profits over the last couple of days. This is probably the last picture I took. So I sold all my Duke. I sold everything. I took my CHP. I took my profit. Just because I have no idea what my schedule is going to be like basically over the next week, I was like, I'm done. I think the only thing I held here was my AMC calls, because those don't expire until 19th. I was like, I bought 10. It's a small amount of money. They were very, very cheap. They're YOLO plays. So I'm going to see where those go. But I'm out of everything else. My CVS made huge returns. My Zillow made okay returns. I didn't put enough money into Zillow to make actually like crazy returns here. AMC is doing fine. CHPT is doing fine. EIX, I sold the rest of it. You saw I had a loss here a couple days ago, so I just sold the rest of it because hold on. EIX. Oh, it ended up booming. Okay, well, you saw how it went here, and then I dropped down. I sold it right here, and it looks like it went up higher. Okay, that was my bad. Whatever. I don't even think those expired for a while. I should have just held some, but I just didn't know what was going on. When do these things expire? Hold on. EIX. Yeah, November 9th. Yeah. Oh well, yeah. There's my bad play, but it still made me more than enough money. EIX was crazy returns. So overall, I netted a good profit, even though I had some losses in there as well. But man, that sucks. That really does suck. Oh man, should have just held on to it a little bit longer. I bet those. Actually, let me see. EIX. I can actually just go over to Webull since it's a little bit easier than TD Ameritrade right here. I had. Actually, I can just do it through TD Ameritrade because TD Ameritrade will show me a little bit more stuff as well. EIX. International. So November 19th calls, I had them at... My bad eyes. So I had $60 calls. They're currently going for $4.30. $4.30, I think it is. Oh, but I can see how much what I traded them for. Okay, so $4.30. Orders filled. All. CVS, EIX. What did I sell my EIX for? Yeah, and so they're currently at $4.30. I sold all of mine. Oh, I sold mine at $3.70. Yeah. Oh well. Yep. There you go. I feel a little bit of your pain, Chef. A little bit of your pain right there. Not as much, but just a teeny little bit. Oh well. I wonder how some of these other breakouts are playing out. And so for those of you guys that are here in the stream, next Monday, this is what I'm going to start doing. So I think, I'm trying to figure out how to get all of my time right, because I know I can only stream so many times before YouTube stops notifying you guys that I'm actually live. What I'm thinking of doing is, in the morning, I'm going to hold an option stream. And then maybe in the afternoon I'll talk about crypto, more about crypto and stocks and stuff like that. But I think in the morning, sometime in the morning in the daytime, maybe around from 10 p.m. Pacific time to 12 or something like that, it's going to be 2 hours of just looking at options plays. Because I know most of you guys that trade options understand that, I make way more money trading options than I do in the crypto markets. Like, by far, way more money. But I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So it'll be a straight stream about just options. So I'm going to try to figure out how to make that work. And I'm going to try to see, since most of my stuff is crypto, I'm going to see how many people are actually interested in me talking about options, which will be very, because it's not going to be a very entertaining thing. We're literally going to be breaking down, hey, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what the breakout is. Let's see what the news has been about this over the last few days. It's going to be like kind of the nitty gritty stuff, but it's going to show you guys how I find these types of plays where, I don't know, where you can get like 624% profit in like 5 days, or you can get 642% profit in 1 day and stuff like that, or 86% profit in 1 day, right? So I think I'm gonna start going through that list for you, and we're gonna be talking about the stuff that makes us money. And you see I have some losers down here, but overall, I don't know if I have another picture of this. Oh no, no. I wanted to show you like the little total profit thing. Like even though I'm taking losses here, there are losses above this. These are just like the gain ones. But it'll tell you like the overall profit. So no matter what's happening, even if you're losing some, the overall profit is what you're looking for. Maybe this will do the trick. Okay, you can probably see there's a little bit of green right there, but I know you guys can't. I really do a bad job of screenshotting stuff here. I think I might have deleted the other ones. Maybe this one, or is this one older? So this is when I first opened up. So this is before the profit started rolling in here. But you can see the profit loss. As long as this is okay, and you see I'm down a couple here, down a couple here. But overall, the profit here is good. And the overall profit open is what's most important is good. I'm going to start going over that type of stuff. So on Monday, I'm going to start doing some options work on that. So if you guys do want to learn how I find my options in a lot more detailed way without me kind of just pulling out the video for you guys, telling you guys what I think is going to pop, we can go over that, because I think that'll help you guys out a lot more. And for those of you guys that have been here for a while, I mean, not everybody, of course, but I have noticed a lot of you guys have shown like crazy improvements, and like sometimes your only problem is you sell too early or you sell too late. But I mean, that's a good problem to have, right? At least you know at least you know what's about to pop before it pops for the most part. And then I'll pull out like all the software I have as far as whatever artificial intelligence, whatever, all the tools and stuff that I have. And you guys can pay for this stuff yourself. I have all the links down below, but during the streams I can easily just pull it up for you guys, and I think you guys will probably enjoy that as well. Hey Morgoth, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it very, very much, Morgoth. And if you have any questions, you always know you can ask since you're a member. And then hope to see you on Monday. I'm going to try to find the best time for it. I think according to YouTube... let's see. I think according to YouTube... Hold on. Analytics. Audience. Oh, here we go. Okay, perfect. Most of you guys are online around like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. If I can figure out... Oh, see, the thing about next week is I'm taking my sister to school every day, so I don't have that time. After I'm done taking my sister to school for like a week or 2 weeks, I'm not entirely sure how long I'm going to have to do it, because maybe my mom wants to do some as well if she's able. She's kind of sick. But if she does want to drive for every now and again, maybe I can stream a little bit earlier. And my goal is to do it like a little bit earlier, so like when the market's kind of new and fresh in the morning. So we'll go over that type of stuff. So I'm gonna try 7 o'clock. A lot of people are awake and ready to watch the stream. So maybe over time it'll be 7, but for now it's probably gonna be towards the end of this bright spot, so like maybe around 10 or 9 o'clock or 10 or something like that. Since I have to drive a freaking long way to get my sister to school, basically. So yeah. So basically, that's what I'm going to try to aim for. But until then, I'm probably going to aim for 10 o'clock. That way I'm back home from dropping my sister off at school. I can run all the errands I need to. I can get my dog food and all that type of stuff, right? So that's my goal going forward. But again, that's going to take some time. So we'll work it out. But it'll be ugly at first, but I'll get it. Don't worry. The profits will be there. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. See, hey, how do you feel about Sheeb listed on Coinbase? I mean, I think it's fine. I don't think it's necessarily going to do anything crazy for Sheeb, like helping it out. Right now, Sheeb needs some. I need some big whales to help it out, not retail traders. Retail traders can only do so much, but this needs the help of whales, right? Sheeb right here on the 15, it's having a nice little bounce off of an old level of support that we had way back over here. That's nice to see. It's still in this nice little uptrend here, but it needs some big guns because you are seeing volume slowly dying down here, right? I'm not going to really do too much here, but like. Volume is going down. Okay, I don't do technical analysis on volume like that. Yeah, but you get my point. On the day chart, this is what you're looking at. You know, you can try giving it a shot if you wanted to, but like I said the other day, the proper time to be buying this would have been as it was bouncing off the 20-day moving average. That's the time you wanted to buy. Right now, you know, you can buy. But, I mean, you're going to be having a lot of faith for the reason you're buying, not necessarily the technicals are going to be what's helping you out. The one thing you may be able to look for is if I can pull out some fibs here. Maybe the fibs will look a little bit more friendly on it. Not really. No, not really at all. So, I'd be cautious about buying it at this moment in time. The proper time would have been buying on the 20-day moving average bounce right here. So, personally, I'm all out of Sheeb. I made a good amount of money off of it. I bought it like months ago when nobody else wanted to touch it. I'm happy with my profits. I don't feel like I need to jeopardize those profits to hop back in here at now, especially when there's better plays out there. If you're looking to day trade, you can definitely day trade this sucker to your heart's content. It has the volatility needed to make you some good money. But as far as holding it like for multiple days when and going to sleep with a position open, I don't feel comfortable enough to do that right now. But at least with a more medium-sized position. If you guys want to leave a small position, you could definitely go for it. Ooh, I haven't had dinner yet. My stomach is getting hungry. Ugh. Gotta find out what I'm gonna have for dinner. Let's see. Mike, thoughts on ACH crypto? Sure. Let me do a quick peek right here. And thank you again, Morgoth. I really, really do appreciate it. Very, very much so. Crypto. Guess this will do right here. So this one's been bleeding out over the last few weeks or months, I guess you could say. But overall, it's had a nice little rebound the last few days. I'd say this is an okay time to start buying in here. I would use this trend line as a stop loss. But for the moment, this actually doesn't look too bad. It's what, 8.5 cents. I can see this slowly curling back up here. What is the drop though until it hits that trend line? About 8%. 1 hour. Yeah, I would say it's an okay time to start taking a small position just in case it rockets off and you don't miss it. But I would say small, and as it gets closer and closer to this trend line, you can add larger and larger amounts to that position. So right now wouldn't be a bad time to be buying, although you could wait a little bit more if you wanted to. But just in case volume comes in out of nowhere, I still think you're fine. Now you do see a little bit of a bullish move here from the oscillator, so there's a little bit of a bullish divergence. Yeah, I think this is a decent play to look at right now. AHC. I mean, as long as Bitcoin doesn't drop, I could see this having a nice little pop here. You're trying to get back above 10 cents or so. And I would assume this is 8 cents. I mean, this is a big move, yeah. Just going back up here is like a 40% move. So I think that's a good play to watch. Move that right there. Perfect. Hey, E-Trev, happy to have you back, my man. Hey, Morgoth. Hey, hope you and everyone here had a great week, or have a great weekend. I'm hoping for. I'm taking tomorrow. I'm working a little bit on YouTube, and then I'm gonna take my dog to the park, and I'm gonna take my sister to the park so she can play with him because she's never been to the park with him yet. So I think they'll have a fun time. Let's see. Hey, Travis, Doge is pushing. I know. I'm trying. It has a nice little bit of volume. I'm hoping it can continue this little move here. It just got back up to 27 cents about an hour ago. I'm hoping it can do that again, or a few hours ago. I guess now this is a 15-minute chart. Oh, let me put Dogecoin on a 5-minute. That looks a lot better. There you go. So you are seeing some volume coming in here for Doge. There you go. Pop it like that. Let's see how much it wants to pump up here. Hey, Morgoth, I can't wait. I really hope and enjoy excuse me, enjoy how you explain everything, plus all the tips you give. I'm super excited. Hey, I appreciate it. I'm pretty excited to see what happens with it too. I've been thinking about doing something for options trading for a while, guys, but I wasn't really sure how to frame it, and I'm not too good at making YouTube videos just yet. I'm still practicing a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm just not good at it, frankly, yet. So I'm gonna try to get better and better at it. But in the meantime, instead of just me pushing out a whole bunch of videos that nobody ever watches, even though they have good plays in them, right? What I'm going to do is just have a live stream where we go over different plays. And if you guys have questions, go for it. We can try to rule some stuff out, and then we can see what's working, what's not, right? Because, the CVS play, I told you guys about that one. I don't know how many people joined the CVS play, maybe a few of you guys. The EIX play, I made a video on it, but I don't know if anybody actually bought it. Because, who knows what EIX is? Not many people do. I only bought it because the sector was getting some momentum here. Let's see. Hey, Mike. Hey, Travis. Mike, do you use SSL hybrid on TradingView? Doge just broke above the moving average on the 4-hour. Not too much, but I do like to see it move up a little bit. Let me see very fast. Go over here. I'm going to see if I can pull it up here on TradingView. Here we go. Heads up, we shifted the candlestick pattern to volume profile such as built in. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Let me see. You said on the 4-hour. Oh, I see right there on the 4-hour. Yes, it did. Well, that is interesting. Well, I'm hoping we can see a nice little move here. It is bouncing. Well, it is close to the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, which it normally does like to bounce off of. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Hopefully bounce here. Last time it dipped down and it still ended up coming up above it. I normally don't look at stuff like this because it's really trippy and it confuses people. But it does look okay right now. I'm hoping it can stay this way. But yeah, not bad at all right now. Let me exit out of this for now. I'll pull it up though. And what is this one? I can keep that one there for now. There we go. 5. There we go. Back to the Bitcoin. 15. There we are. Bitcoin's going too sideways for anything to be happening on the 1-minute chart or the 5-minute chart. Hey, Etrev, what days and time are you going to do your options videos? You said in the morning. Yeah, so it's going to be kind of flexible at first, just because I have to take my sister to school over the next couple weeks. I'm gonna when all that's over with, I'm gonna start doing those videos probably around 7 a.m. in the morning. So maybe half an hour after the market opens, we'll kind of have this kind of more of a dry stream where we're kind of talking more analytics and less kind of. It'll be the same type of thing, but it won't be me necessarily just answering a whole bunch of crypto questions. It'll be more of me talking just about options. And if you guys wanted to ask the crypto questions, you guys can just come over to the evening stream, and I think it'll still kind of work out. But I have noticed a lot of you guys have been asking me a lot more about options, especially as crypto's kind of like gone sideways for the past few days. So I want to make sure I can help you guys out as much as possible there. And plus, it gives me an opportunity to actually not get confused every time you guys give me a ticker. Usually when you guys give me tickers, I have no idea if it's crypto or stock, so I have to kind of jumble around for a couple seconds to figure out which one you guys are talking about. And I think that'll fix some of that problems as well. Let's see. Hey, DD, I would definitely watch your options videos. See, I post them out, but nobody ever watches them, and I don't think it's like you guys don't want to watch it. YouTube just doesn't let you guys know that they're there, and so nobody sees them. And then by the time you guys do see them, which is still rare that you guys actually see them in the first place, what ends up happening is, the play is pretty much. It's not over, but it's in your mind, it's much harder for you to justify buying at a much higher price than the price I just told you about because the breakout's already been occurring. So if you look at my, let's see if I can find something here. Content, so I had to shrink one of the pages. I haven't done an options video on my main channel for a minute here, so hold on a second. Let me just do one from way back in the day so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Here you go. So I posted a video. It had like 11,000 impressions. Only 465 people watched it. And so yeah, only 465 people watched it. I don't know what I was talking about at the time. Is there a way to editor? There we go. What is this? Abbott. Oh, that was good play until it got knocked down. What else did I talk about? Okay, I think this is. Hold on. The camera over here on the left of my monitor on the left hand side is like 4K monitor versus like the normal HD monitor on this side. So I'm just trying to see if I can full screen this sucker and see what's going on here. Oh, I don't want to hear the voice. Is there a way to? Okay, fine, hold on. There you go, find a loophole in it. Oh, that was Allstate. Hold on, okay, hold on. Okay, so this one was Netflix on September, or that's no. Okay, hold on. So it's Netflix on the day it broke out. So I gave you guys this Netflix play. I don't know exactly what happened with it. Hold on. I think I did it pretty well. And Netflix. This play was a while ago, so it was all okay. So it was right here. Oops. So I gave you guys this Netflix play right here. It boggled around a little bit and then see what happened. But how many of you guys actually saw the video? Only 400 people. So only 400 people had the opportunity to buy some Netflix calls right here. Ride it up to resistance. Oh, there was no resistance there. The resistance would have been right here at 592, which you can see 592, where it actually held up just a little bit before it continued to move up. Right? And so the options play would have only lasted from here to around here or even here, but most of you guys wouldn't have held the call, like you guys wouldn't have had calls out this late, like expiration dates this long out. But the play was there, right? But because YouTube didn't notify anybody that I posted this video, nobody really had the opportunity to make that play. So it's kind of I don't know what to call it. It's weird. I don't know how to get around YouTube not telling you guys I have videos out. So I think the next thing I can do is I can just say, hey, everybody, I'm going to do a stream that's dedicated to options. And then from there, we can, we can talk about options and stocks and all that good jazz stuff. Let's see. Hey, Lollipop, hope you're having it's probably morning time or afternoon where you're at. Hope you're having a good day. Over here, it's already night. Let's see. Hey Travis, I know about that thanks to Ghost. Ghost knows a lot. Ghost spends time just kind of cruising through the charting world and finding all these types of new indicators and stuff. It's a pretty handy indicator. It really is. And better yet, it's free. I think it's free. I mean, I didn't have to pay to use that one, but maybe because I use the premium trading view, plan. Maybe I can get it for free or something like that. Let's see. Hey Wojak, hope you're having a great day, my man. Hey Chef, I love an options only stream. Yeah guys, I think I'm gonna pretty much get into it. Hey Taco, I think I'm gonna get into it for sure. Hey Elizabeth, thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry it took me a while to get down to your question. Hi Michael, what do you think about PayPal options for Monday? Let me take a quick peek here. What is the PayPal ticker? Can I just type in PayPal? Oh, PayPal. There you go. So PayPal was a good short when it did break down. I remember talking about that. Hold on. I'm probably going to say probably not the best move. Hold on a second here. Earnings are November 8th after market close, so I'm assuming that's going to be the next day, so that's Monday. Let me double check just so I'm not going crazy. Monday, yeah, it is Monday. So what you'd be doing there is you'd be taking a huge gamble on the earnings. So yes, you can definitely do that. If you do not go heavy. Make a small position that can make you a lot of money. That's what I did with my Zillow puts, and I made a good amount of money off of that one. So what happened with Zillow is one of you guys asked me about Zillow calls actually, and I said probably not because of earnings. And Steve's he knows a lot about different stocks and whatnot, about what's going on in the market, and he was telling me that Zillow was having a huge crisis because they bought too many houses that they couldn't flip. So now they're having to sell all these homes for like really low prices, and they're just losing a bunch of money. So with that information that he gave me, I was like, well, if the market knows that, and you know, I don't see Zillow having anything good, I think it's just Z. Yeah. What happened with Zillow's earnings? See, this was earnings. I bought it right here at the end of the day. Zillow's earnings went poop, just like that, right? So within that one day, my puts made me 642% in one day for those puts. But I only bought 2, right? But you could definitely buy more than 2 if you wanted to. But I just want to take a small position as a gamble because normally I don't play earnings. But if you did want to do that, you definitely could. I would spend some time going through the numbers. It seems like they're not looking so hot at the moment. What did he say about PayPal? I usually don't trust this guy, but I just want to get the gist of what he's saying. Get my emails. I don't want the dumb emails. Warehouser. Oh, I went to school with the Warehouser kids. They have a lot of money. So somebody thinks that if it can hold above 220 and 224, and also between 199 and 203, the stock could hold above those floors. It could rally to 255 as possible, but wasn't quite ready to pounce though. Oh, I guess she's waiting for a crossover. No, that's fine. But yeah. What I would probably say is I might buy like one call, or if you're bullish on it, 2 calls, 1 put. That's what I did, and I lost a little bit of money on the play, but overall I made a good amount of money off of it. So I think I have a picture of it somewhere. Zillow. So okay. So you see that one day before, this was like in the morning, so you see like 10 minutes into open before it kept on falling down after the earnings report. So this position was down 98.89%. So I lost $223. $223 overall. Okay. So by the end of it, I probably lost like $225. Okay. But at the same time, since I bought 2 puts because I had a feeling it was going to go down even more, I actually made $290 towards the beginning of the day. Now, you know, of course, it went up to 642% by the end of the day, but you know, that's just because I guessed right. So you have to be able to guess right off the knowledge. Right now, it seems like nobody really wants to buy it, so you might want to buy puts on it instead. But if you wanted to buy 2 calls in 1 put, you could definitely do that, just in case anything bad happens. If it drops down to such a significant amount, no matter what, you're going to be making money. If it bounces up and holds, you're still going to be making money off of it. So what you're really hoping for, if you do like a covered call or whatever you want to call it, or just, you know, hedge against yourself, you're just hoping for an extreme level of volatility, and that extreme level of volatility will help you out no matter which way it ends up flowing. But again, be very careful. PayPal, I don't know what's happening with it. It would have been an easy put operation right here. I didn't buy any puts on it. I actually just wasn't watching it at the time. But yeah, so this is something you definitely want to have on your watch list for now, because it is, you know, this is another way to look at it as well. You're pretty darn close to support. Resistance up here, support over here, support right here. So it is close to support, so you can expect a bounce. But again, earnings can easily cause a gap down that comes all the way back down here to the 100s, like the 190s or whatnot. So just be aware of that going forward. It's an iffy proposition, so expect this to be a high risk play, regardless of if you're buying calls or puts. High risk, offer earnings that you're not really sure what's going to happen with it. I would say Yeah, either or works. Either or really does work in this case. I don't know why people are selling. Again, I haven't done my research on it. I would spend the weekend kind of just going through some of the news here and seeing what's going on, and that might help out. You could also read what people have to say about it. Okay, these people usually don't know much about what they're talking about, but yeah, you could definitely take a quick little peek here and see what the news is saying about PayPal. Right now, it doesn't look all too good. It looks like people aren't pouncing on it just yet. 5 auto. Oh, it's Bitcoin. There we go. And I can go back over here to Bitcoin, and let's go back to the 15 and switch that a little bit. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Hey Jason, please keep things simple. You are like an advisor of the people. Channel is like legit. Oh, I appreciate it. I know part of me always wants to become an entertainer because part of me always wants more views. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't like to become an entertainer. I just want more more views, and I see what the market wants, and I want to do it. But at the same time, I feel like I get really stressed out if I start like going all hypey and like, ooh, look at this, ooh, look at this, ooh, look at this. So I think these option streams are going to be very nice, and I think you guys will get a good kick out of it. And hopefully, you know, if everything works out, we'll make a good amount of profits, right? So we'll do that as well. And we won't just look at calls. We'll also look at puts and those opportunities to make monies as well, because there is a good amount of money to be made in puts. If I would have bought puts on that PayPal position, I would have made some big bucks. But I didn't because I missed it, which happens a lot. You guys, we miss plays every single day, which is why what I do, I'm probably going to spend 2 hours. And what we're going to do is we're probably going to start off doing something like going through the preset, doing the breakouts, looking at a sector if we want to, or just, you know, seeing overall what's going on. We can actually take it off the USA. We could probably make it over 50. It's still fine. And then we'll go through the 685 stocks. Again, we probably won't go through all of them, but we'll find a small list of things we could look at. And then if we see a breakout worth buying, we can take a quick little peek at it. Like ABC's breaking. Oh, no, it hasn't broken out just yet. It tried to, though. And Airbnb, this one broke out a while ago, but that was kind of an iffy breakout. That's why I didn't buy it. But you saw this huge surge after earnings. So there's tons of opportunities on the way up and on the way down. Well, probably ADI actually just broke out, looks like, or somewhat similar to a breakout. But what we'll do is we'll also go through the sectors and we'll see where the money's flowing. And something else I can do is healthcare took a beating today. Something else I can do is go over here to this software, whatever you want to call it, and I think it has something that's stocks. Wait for it, and I think it does have information. Oh yeah, here, the sector performance. So it'll tell us what's going on here in the sectors as well. Although it looks pretty similar to what we just saw here from, except for just, you know, split across. So we'll do all that. It won't be as exciting as you guys think it will be, but the money you guys make, I think, will be the exciting part from it, right? And we'll compare what's working, what's not, if a good play from a bad play, whatever. That way we can kind of sink or swim together, and you guys will be making the same percentage of profits, at least than I am, for the most part. No, let's see. Okay, we're fine. Okay, let's see. Hey Chef, I watch all the options videos and like them, but sometimes I watch them too late because I'm at work. Oh, that doesn't matter as long as you watch them. And remember, not always, you can always buy them the day after. You can always watch them the day after too, but it's like usually after that second or third day where it's like, right? Let's see. Hey DD, YouTube doesn't notify me. I have everything turned on and set all for you. It's weird. I have no idea why YouTube doesn't like my channel. I have no idea. Because I have friends that run crypto streams, right? I have friends that run crypto streams, and they have the same. Oh, they don't have the same issues as me, which is really weird. So I don't know what I did to, like, you know, anger YouTube or whatnot. But I know people aren't getting the notifications for my videos being up, or at least not a majority of people. A few people are, but not everybody, which is kind of a weird thing, right? Let's see. Hey, Lollipop. Let's see. Oh, hey Chef, it doesn't notify you too. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. It's morning here. Finally, I'm here on your life. Hey, I'm gonna start doing more streams around 6 o'clock too. So I hope it won't be too early for you, Lollipop. Look at Step. Yeah, I can take a quick peek at Step here. I don't know if it's a crypto or not though. Step. Oh yeah, I guess it's a stock. Let me go right here. Stepstone Group. $47. Oh, I had a nice breakout before. Okay, let me see. So before I say anything, you know, it does have earnings on Tuesday. I don't know if it's after hours or beforehand. So again, this is going to be more of a gambling, not a gamble, but it's going to be, you have to do some real research on what their earnings are supposed to be before you make this buy. Regardless of the earnings, if it does manage to break out above this $49.68, what do we got right here? $49.72, I think is the real number. $49, yeah, $49.72. I think you're going to be able to buy some calls, probably like $50 calls or $51 calls, and you could hold those for a couple weeks. I think that'd be fine, especially since you're on this decent uptrend at the moment. But earnings are going to be critical for you, so I'd really recommend doing some research on the earnings, especially since it looks like some institutional investors just topped out about a week before the earnings call. So just be aware of that as well. So keep it on a watch list. If you do take a position, it would definitely be better to make a small one here rather than a very large one. Let's see. Hey Chef, made $34 with Doge just now. More money for options. There you go. I mean, my you guys know my portfolio for options is much larger than my crypto portfolio. My crypto portfolio is full of like long-term holds, and then a lot of swing trades and whatnot. But the majority of my overall portfolio is definitely tied up in the stock market. Let's see. Hey DD, I like playing earnings with options. Oh yeah, you guys can definitely do it. Again, if you guys don't know me, I'm a very cautious trader, extremely cautious. I will tell you guys that, like, and I will, like, without any embarrassment or whatever, I am an extremely cautious trader. I still make money, don't get me wrong, but I could make a lot more money if I wasn't as cautious. But sometimes I'm just too cautious, like way too cautious. But earnings, you can definitely play with them. I don't do it too often because I've tried it before and I usually get burned on them. But again, I don't really do much about the fundamental world, or I'm just not lucky about choosing which options to buy when it comes to earnings plays. Usually I have to have a pretty good understanding of what's going on in the company before I make a purchase on it. Hammer, I got some till rate calls today expiring 10-12, 20%, 11-12. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Just make sure to start scaling some of those out over the next few days or whatnot. But as long as till rate is looking good, you can definitely continue to hold on to those bad boys. Hey Ken, this will turn into a job if you chase the FOMO views and you don't want to do it. Oh yeah, well it's not even the FOMO views, but just like the views in general. My big thing isn't so much that I'm like, when I talk about me becoming exciting and whatnot to get more views, it's not because I'm trying to seek the views in that fashion. It's more because I'm not entirely sure why YouTube doesn't notify you guys. Like, there's a lot of people that aren't notified that I'm streaming live right now. There's a lot. I have no idea why. There's just a lot. And when I post a video, there's not a lot of people that know it at all. But I have no way to fix it. Not a single way. I've contacted YouTube and they says, oh, it's just the algorithm doing its thing. And I'm like, but why? And then, I don't know if any of you guys have YouTube channels. If you own, I know Roman does. But YouTube support, they are like the worst support in the world. You think like Robinhood support is a joke or Webull support is a joke. They have no idea what's going on. You get different answers every time you talk to somebody. And I think they're somewhere over... I don't know whether they're not from America, basically, so it's like a hard language barrier anyway, and it just kills me on the inside to try to deal with it. So I kind of gave up on trying to figure out what YouTube, like, how can I let you guys know I'm going live and stuff like that, because I have absolutely no idea. Let's see. Hey, thanks, CD. I'm looking forward to helping you guys out, learning options and whatnot. Hey, Coinface, happy to see you back, man. I'm really looking forward to the option streams. Oh yeah, I'm pretty excited for them as well. And hey, Ken, you won't be in the mood to do it? Yeah, I won't be in the mood to be hyper. It's too much work. It's like mental work. Let's see. Hey, Ekin, you found the coin, but you can't trade it only on Bitmart? You can definitely take a small position in it. If it's so new that it's not even on the main crypto exchanges, you can definitely take a small position on it and then just kind of hold it for a while and see what happens to it. That's what I would do. Normally I like to have a little more information about what the coin is doing, but I mean, if it's available on the exchange, maybe it has something going on for it. Let's see. Hey, Alan Time, XYO. Yeah, I can definitely do that for you very fast. XYO. There. I think we talked about this a few days ago. It's pumping up again. Yeah, so this is still moving pretty nicely. Again, if you want to keep riding it, you can. Again, I would have probably wanted to buy a little bit lower, but another 4 hour. Yeah, it's still grinding up here. I wouldn't be buying at these levels. I'd probably wait for another dip opportunity. But you can definitely, if you wanted to buy now, you could still catch some momentum on the way up. But yeah, that's definitely would have been better a few days ago for sure. But let me see. Yeah, that was the breakout to buy right there. Easy peasy. I mean, I would say if you buy, just, you know, attach a 5 or maybe a 10 to 15% trailing stop loss on it, or just have some type of way to alert yourself that the price is coming down, basically. So that would be easier. Because I know not every exchange has stop losses and whatnot. That's why I always tell you guys, like, if you guys go down to my description, I think I have a few links for exchanges. My favorite right now is like the BitGate, which is what, you know, this one right here, because it has all the information and whatnot. But at least for XYO, I wouldn't really be buying it right now. I'd still be holding on to the coins I would have bought down here on the actual breakout. If you do want to buy right now, only a small position because you don't know how much longer this thing really wants to pump. One thing that may help you out here is, let me see, XYO. The market cap is 940 million, so it's still a cheap enough market cap where it has more room to run. But you know, yeah, I would only just put a small position here. You just don't know if it's done running or not. Although it did have a great day today, a fantastic day today. So I'd just be careful with it. But I mean, it still has some momentum going on for it. So I could say this could still go for all-time highs later on in the day. So like, if you wanted to buy right now, definitely go for it. Just, I mean, you'd have to watch it really closely just because of the volatility involved with this play right now. But it's fine. Let's see. Hey Tony, protect your capital? Yeah. What do you call it? Yeah. I don't think. I think most people are pretty secure with their capital, at least on here. Hey Bob, how do I feel about Doge, Elon? I mean, it's a meme coin. You could definitely hop on board if you wanted to and see where it goes from here. I personally, I'm not going to buy any of it. It's just not the type of thing I trade too often. It's already kind of blown up and it's already really popular. You could definitely try to catch on to the ride with it, but I'm not buying any. I'm not buying any of it personally. That doesn't mean it's not worth buying and having some fun with, or day trading at least. But for me, it's just like, you know, I can make more money doing some day trading on Bitcoin than I could on, like, you know, gambling with that one. But yeah, it's definitely worth a little bit of an investment if you wanted to have some fun with it, though. It's not like it's not worth trading. Oh, hold on one second here. There we are. Take a peek right here. There we go. All right. I'm curious to see if there's anything else booming today. It looks like everything else is, for the most part, up. Bitcoin's up 0.2%. Dogecoin is up 1%. Ethereum is up 0.5%. Matic is down about 0.5%. So mostly everything is doing okay besides SHIB. Let's get a quick peek at SHIB very fast. Is it getting any better? Excuse me. It's testing out support still. 200 may be able to help at 15. On the day candle, yeah. This is something to keep an eye on, but I'm not touching SHIB no more. I had enough time. You know, I bought it low, sold it high. I'm fine with it. I'm fine not buying back into this at the moment. I'm hoping it can have a little more of a rebound, though. I know a lot of people still have money in it. I know a lot of people are slowly becoming bag holders in it. So I'm hoping people get a chance to sell out of it before they become larger bag holders. If you understand my meaning. Let's see. Hey, you bought it at the bottom before it broke out? Oh, then yeah, you're fine on time. I'd keep holding that sucker for a while. That still looks good to me. Don't be afraid to start scaling out, but you got in a fantastic position. You definitely have some profits to be proud of. Hey Chef, look at Boeing. Yeah, I can take a look at Boeing. I haven't traded Boeing in a minute. Last time I did it, lost me some money, but that was only because I didn't hold long enough. Oh, it did break out. Interesting. Okay, that's kind of nice to see. Up 5%. So if you didn't buy today, I would probably hold off until it tries to close above the 200 moving average. That's when I would get a little bit more bullish on it. For now, I think it's great. You could definitely take a position if you wanted to, but if you're looking for a much larger position, I would say wait till it breaks above that 200-day moving average. That would get me in this. That I would actually take some calls on Boeing as well. I would have taken some calls today if I was watching it, but again, I was doing errands and whatnot and taking my sister. Well, no, I was taking my mom to an appointment at the time actually. But yeah, so I think it's a good play. Definitely have this on your radar. Probably would have been best to buy them today. Probably would have been looking at 225 calls expiring. And November 19th is what it should have been. November 19th. That'd be nice. Or I could buy them for the 12th, which would be just as fine as two. But I would have them pretty close to the money. Those calls would cost you about. Let's go to Webull very fast. BA. Options. And now November 19th. 225. It's going to cost you about $575. So you have $575 a call. If you wanted to go a little bit more out of the money to save yourself a penny or two, you can go with the 240 calls all the way up here, and you can hold them for a short amount of time before the theta starts kicking in. But I think 240 wasn't a horrible expectation for Boeing here. So, especially by the 19th. The 19th is right around here. So I could definitely see a little pump here short term. Now, I don't know if it'll actually get up here, but you can definitely make money with the option as it tries to climb. But again, I really want to see this break above the 200. That's when I would start going heavy on here. And then I might actually buy calls a little bit further out, but 245 is 133. Yeah, that's not incredibly bad prices. They're a little expensive. Like, they're not expensive for the call, but like just if you wanted to, you have to have a lot of capital to buy these options. But I definitely think Boeing is worth taking a little bit of a watch here. Boeing, when it likes to rally, it likes to do some crazy stuff here. So that's why I'm saying it could definitely be okay for Boeing to continue moving up here. So, I mean, as long as the overall market looks okay, I could see me buying some long-term calls in this one. Maybe, like, here, hold on. Let me actually see what the calls are doing for this one. Make my life a little bit easier. Calls bought out of the money. Do I need volume over open interest? No, not really right now. Okay, that's fine. All right, so there's a lot expiring 11/12 right now. Those calls are for 225. I just told you 225. Strike 250, 121. That's probably what I'd be looking for. But how much does that cost? So that's going to cost about $600 a call, which could be a little pricey. Any 1119s in here? 1119, 230. That's not bad at all as well. So, yeah, I would say it's definitely worth a play here. I mean, you do see a lot of money flowing in here, so that's for sure. And yeah, so you do see a lot of money here. I think the Boeing calls are going to be fine. I mean, this was all flow today, so I think people are going to be definitely holding on to this for the next few days as well. Unless the market takes a big hit or something on Monday, which could happen, but, you know, so far the market's been looking pretty good over the last few days. There we go. Hey, Ken, Ethereum for a swing trade, 4-hour chart. Let me see. I mean, it still does have a little bit more room to go down. I would say this is still an okay time to be buying into that position. But you're going to be hoping for a bounce off of the 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. That's what I'm looking at. I prefer to buy a little bit closer to the trend line here, but this definitely isn't a bad price. Just make sure that if you do have this position open, what are you looking for right now? What is this? I would say a 4% stop loss would be a decent place to have that stop loss for you. Otherwise, you could just have, if you're afraid it's going to come down a little bit too hard, you could have a stop loss of around 2%. That works too. But I'd say 4 gives you a little bit more breathing room. So that's how I'd play that. You could start accumulating some right now. But yeah, it'd be an okay play. As long as it keeps on driving up and as long as Bitcoin still kind of stays bullish overall, I think Ethereum is going to do fine. Remember, my price target for Ethereum by the end of the year, or at least, well, pretty soon, is still 5,000. So I'm still pretty bullish about where Ethereum is going to go from here. So you can either take a small position to get into it, or you can just go bulk in right now with a 4% stop loss. Either one will work. Let's see. Hey, some you have to give me the ticker for the red coin. I can take a peek at it. Hey, DD. Oh, yeah, it's Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin. Excuse me, Boeing stock chart. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, no worries. Can't happy to help you out, my man. Let's see. Hey, yeah, you. I remember red coin a little bit here. I know it was pumped up a while ago. You could definitely buy some, but I would just buy it and forget about it. And if it becomes popular again, you could definitely do that. That's what I'd say for red coin, because I remember people asking me about it again, and especially as you talked about, it was pumped up a lot back in the day. It hasn't been talked about in a while, so a small position, forget about it, wait for it to boom eventually, and I think that's the best way to be playing that type of coin. Hey Ken, agreed, it's an amazing future loving the gamble. We all like a little bit of gamble in the crypto markets for sure. It's a great time. Hey DD, Peloton? Yeah, what's the ticker for Peloton though? That's the thing, you gotta give me the ticker for it. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. If I just paste it, will it work? There you go, Peloton, okay. Oh, ouch. Holy, ouch. Ouch. What do you... Personally, I'd be avoiding this right now, but let's take a closer look at what's going on here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, we had the breakdown spot right there, and another breakdown spot right there. Whoosh. We got another breakdown spot right here too. Jesus, this thing just keeps on going down. All right, well. Something like this is the trend line that you're looking at. It didn't break out and hold above those levels. So, with this bad earnings report that we had this morning, it looks like, I mean, it hasn't been this low since June 20th, or June of 2020. So I'd be very careful with this one. I'd probably wait a few more days to see what happens, because there's not really any support for this until you get down here to, right here, until you get down to maybe $50 or so. That's when I'd probably look to start buying it a little bit more, and maybe just for a long-term play. I would avoid trading options on this for a while, unless you can get, like, unless you want to buy something that's really far out. I want to see how much these options made, or these puts made today. Options, let's go put. November 5th. Oh yeah, these are all expired. Okay, hold on. The ones for next week. Oh no, actually, I can set it. Can I? I mean, yeah, like some of these puts went up 3,000% in one day. Oh my gosh, somebody made a bunch of money off of those, if they were able to sell them at least. But even the ones for next week are still over 1,000. Yeah, so I'd be very careful with this one right here. I mean, it's still far away from support at the moment. This thing just took a beating. I don't know exactly what happened with the earnings process. You want to buy a put for it? Yeah, you could definitely buy a put for this one, but you are going to run into support within a few dollars here, so you just got to be very careful about that. Oh, and you did see a bunch of institutional selling right before the earnings date too. Somebody knew what was going on. Yeah, you could definitely buy some more puts on this if you wanted to. I would say just get ready because there's probably going to be an inflated market because everybody and their uncle is going to be buying them. So what normally happens in the options market is, you know, puts and calls are basically, they go off of what we see in the market. So puts if you want to go down, calls if you want to go up, right? But within that, it has its own market, right? So in that own market, if everybody's trying to buy puts, it's just a basic supply and demand. The price of puts goes up, right? And as the price of as that price is inflated up a little bit more, that's when theta comes in, and theta is what's known as like time decay. So the less likely the call or put is the less likely the call to put is going to be is going to close in the money, you know, or expire in the money. The faster and faster the drop in price will be, which is going to be very, very bad for it. So I would say if you want to buy some, you could definitely go for it. Don't buy many, of course, because it is volatile. You kind of miss the big drop, so to speak. The ones for next week, I mean, they only cost like a $50 call for next Friday is 90 cents, so that's not too bad. But I mean, at the same time, it's up like 600% from yesterday. So just be aware of that. They're not going to be too expensive, but you know, they are a little bit more inflated than they otherwise would be at the moment. So just be careful with it. That would have been a great play. Earnings plays are great if you want to take a small chance on something, but most of the time, most people don't take those chances because most of the time you lose. We always hope for the wrong thing. Let's see. Hey, as far as Dogecoin, it'll happen when it happens. I'm hoping sometime in December when Dogecoin have a big pump. Right now, I'm just kind of enjoying these nice little spikes. I'm happy that's been able to hold around 25 cents. Most other coins, they've you know, Dogecoin has surprisingly been able to hold despite the fact that it's, you know, it's producing so many freaking coins every single day. They needed to stop that crap and just like start burning stuff off. That would help out Dogecoin quite a bit. Let's see. Hey, Wojak, I've been getting into more puts. Well, right now, puts aren't the worst idea just because over time, remember, Jerome Powell is going to start tapering a little bit. He's going to start slowing down the amount of money he puts into the bond markets. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything else works out. I'm hoping the market can take a little bit of a breather, but it keeps on wanting to go to all-time highs. And remember, guys, we don't know if this infrastructure bill is going to get passed. If it does, the economy is going to have a whole bunch of freaking money flowing through it. It will cause a bunch of inflation, but you know, the markets won't care. They're going to keep on pumping up because all that money just got injected straight into the economy. Let's see. Let me go right here. I don't know how to pronounce this ticker, but let me see if I can find it. Token USD. As far as this one's concerned, it looks okay. Wazir token, I guess it is called. I would only put a little bit of money into this at the moment. It does have a bearish divergence. That's fine, though, because it's still kind of on this uptrend here. Let me see what I can find. Pretty nice. Little overextended from the trend line. That's not too bad, though. Got a shot of volume, but it's been coming back down pretty hard. I would say if you wanted to get into this, you could definitely start taking small positions. I wouldn't really chase this too much, though. Maybe a few $100s to see where it takes you. But if this starts dropping below the 200 daily moving average and the 20 moving average and the 50, that's when I'd be a little more concerned. I would only take a small position right now. As we get closer to 50, that's when I'd maybe take a little bit, like maybe a couple $100 position. Right now, I wouldn't spend too much money on this play at all. It had a nice little run. If you missed it, you missed it. It came crashing back down pretty darn fast. So maybe if you want to do maybe 3-day swing trade, maybe something like that. It could have one last rebound before it ends up dying back down a little bit more. But for now, I'd say not really it's okay to buy. I wouldn't put much money behind it. Yeah, I'd just say that for now. Yeah, but it had a nice move. You know, it's a shame that, you know, it would have been better to buy around here at support. Been able to sell up here for a decent profit, or at least scale it a little bit. Right now you're kind of chasing, and it seems like every time it tries to pump up, it likes to come back down a little bit. So, you know, if I'm looking to add a little bit more money than a little bit, I'd definitely consider waiting a little bit longer. All right, there we go. Did I jump into the Doge Elon bandwagon yet? Oh no, I haven't bought anything like that before. Let's see. Hey, SM did. Oh, don't worry about helping out the community. People with extra money can help out the economy. Not economy. Help out the community as much as they want to. Don't worry about it, man. Spend some time, keep on growing your portfolio, and then when you finally make it, then you can start donating it. Donate to the I keep on saying the economy because I'm talking so much about the economy lately. Donate to the community, and I'd appreciate that a lot. There we go. All right, what's going on right now? Because right now, for the most part, guys, the market's pretty darn quiet. We just had a new day candle here about 2.5 hours ago, but not much has changed since then. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay. Let me see. Keep on figuring that my face is just not in the right spot here. I have to stay in the exact same spot. I need to widen my camera a little bit. I'll do that tomorrow. Let's see. All right, does anybody else have any more questions? I have to go do some work. I have to go back to my mom's house to help her with some stuff here pretty soon. But I want to make sure I have all of your questions answered. Look at Doge Elon charts. If Doge... I would give me the ticker for Doge Elon, though. Doge Elon, there we go, okay. Well, the buying opportunity was right off the 20, just like sheep. If you're buying right now, I would say wait for it to get back down to these lower levels, like 1340 or something like that. That's when I would look to get back into this play. Because right now, right, it's getting rejected. It's probably going to come back down a little bit more. And it might even come up a little bit more up here before crashing back down harder. But I wouldn't buy this until it's like less than 1400. 1400 level. That's when I'd be more inclined to buy this. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, Heaton, hope you're having a very, very good afternoon. Evening? Yeah, for you it's definitely evening. definitely evening. Let's see right here. Pump that back up right there. There you go. And unfortunately, Dogecoin had a nice little pop, but now it's coming back down like it normally does. Yuck. Hey, Tony, Square, I can take a quick peek at that. Hey, Ken, hit the like. Thank you guys very, very much for supporting the channel. And Ken, I really do appreciate the super chat. Thank you very, very much, man. Thank you very, very much. Oh, that reminds me. Put that up there, right there. Perfect. Square, that doesn't look too good. It looks like it didn't have a good earnings report. It's down 4%. Hey, Etrev, I'll answer that question in a second. It's a very hard thing to explain without like actual pictures and whatnot, but I can give you a link which will explain everything. There's a few channels that explain what options are and how to trade them. I'll give you some of the links for them. As far as Square is concerned, I would wait a little bit longer before buying, and I would see if it actually holds this support right here at around $232, which is about $5 away from where it is now. Short term, this is what I'm looking at, right? If it's able to break out, buy. Otherwise, I'd be buying puts as it comes down here, or shorting it if you will, if it breaks down. Right now, though, I would not be touching this until it actually makes a decision whether it wants to hold support or break down. That's what I'd be looking at short term. On the 4 hour, it's dropped down quite a bit since earnings report. 2 hour, yeah. I'd just be waiting this bad boy out for now. If you wanted to buy for long term, I think it's still a decent price. But you know, I definitely if you're trying to make an actual play out of this, I'd be waiting for like the next few days to see if it tests out support, and if it holds, then you could buy some. You can even buy some options if you wanted to. The safest thing right now would just be shares, but I mean it's $237, so that's kind of expensive. Anything else here? No, there's not much support there either. Yeah, so I'd wait to see what happens with this trend line. That trend line is going to be very crucial for Square. If that thing fails, this thing can come back down to maybe like a 200 or so over the next few weeks. So just be very cautious about Square if you're looking to buy at this moment in time. Hope you're doing well, A. Heaton. Let's see. Hey, Trip. Okay, hold on a second here. If you guys want to learn how to trade options, so these dog was having a nightmare, so I had to give him a little pet to calm him down. Maybe this. No. This one right here. So it's got 11 million views. So these videos are kind of good for explaining what options are and how you can kind of like in the money versus out of the money type stuff. It's a long tutorial, but I think it's worth watching. I wanted to make a video like this, but I just don't have the time. These guys have way too much time on their hands. I have no idea how. They're bald. So it's good stuff here. The one thing I'll say is they don't actually tell you how to buy stocks, like how to actually like how to choose what to buy. So for all the information they give you, it really doesn't help out. People just end up losing money because they just don't know how to buy them. Like they understand what they are, but they have no idea like how to choose which options to buy is the best thing to say. That's how I would say it. So that's why I come in to help you guys actually make the money. Simple explanation type stuff over here. The money stuff comes from me basically. Well, actually, no, this is a better one. This is a better one too. Copy link. I'll post this right here as well. Excuse me. So I've seen this video a couple times. Skyview Trading. This one is great for tutorials and whatnot. And they have their own tutorial about options as well. So they're all good stuff, but they do everything but tell you how to know what to buy, which can definitely be painful if you've taken all the time to learn. But they never taught you how to actually know what to buy. That's when stuff comes in, becomes hard. But that's stuff I can easily help you guys out with. Let's see. Hello, Scratcher. You should jump into Shiba, when it reaches levels yesterday. Oh no. Again, when I buy something like that, it's purely I buy low, sell high. I make a lot of profit, and then I just move on. I don't necessarily worry about the smaller amounts of money in between. Unless I'm doing a little bit of day trading, but I'm not day trading Sheeb. I made my money, I'm happy, I'm moving on from it. People can still make money with it, don't get me wrong. But personally for me, I don't want to go after those smaller amounts of cash. I'll put all that Sheeb money in something else that's very small, and I want it to go boom, right? And that's what I want to do over and over and over again. I just kind of move my money around. That's what's been successful for me for the most part for crypto. And then I also have my long-term positions and my fun swing positions. But Sheeb, remember guys, when I bought Sheeb, it was all the way... it was all the way back over here. It was all the way back in June, right? And so I waited all this time for Sheeb to blow up, right? And I didn't sell here. I ended up selling way up here. And that profit was somewhere around like 900% profit. I am perfectly fine walking away from it afterwards, especially as you look at it, it's coming down. So, it could definitely keep going up. Don't get me wrong, it can go up even more later on. But for me, I like to buy low, sell high, and I move on to something else that's low so I can buy high. Like some of the money I made from Sheeb, I pumped it into, what did I pump it into here? What is low on my... God, see, sometimes I even forget. No, that's not low. That's not low. Some into BSV, right? And the other one, it's something like it. No. Oh, Ethereum Classic. Sorry, Jesus. It's something we talk about a lot. Ethereum Classic hasn't done much as well, so I think Ethereum Classic is due for a pop as well. So I moved some of my Sheep profits into those two plays, more into Ethereum Classic. But I'm waiting for this to have a big pop off eventually. Hopefully it comes, but I think it will eventually. And so again, I'm moving it back into something that's low, so I can sell when it comes up high. Now I don't know if it's going to come up all the way to all-time highs or maybe even higher. Hopefully it does. But whenever that rally happens, I'll be more than happy to have bought low down here and wait. Now, the thing with my strategy though is now I have coins here that are just waiting and sitting. I'm not going to be making profits on them until it goes boom. So now I don't have that money to do a lot of day trading, but I have a separate day trading portfolio to do to do all that type of stuff. So, but that's my trading strategy. I know a lot of you guys have different strategies for trading, and as long as it's making you money, you better stick to it, right? There we go. I buy stuff low because I'm more comfortable about leaving it there overnight. I got high anxiety when it comes to trading, but I found my way of trading to make money as with somebody that has high anxiety. you know. Let's see. Hey Didi, I have a KO play. I just picked up a call and was thinking to let her go after the dividend. What do you think is the safe move? Usually after the dividend is where people sell off, so it'd probably be best to sell before the dividend. But that's just me. Most of the time, right after dividends, that's like the proper time to sell, because you've got the dividend, you made the money, you can move on to something else. Depending on how long you have to hold the actual stock or the shares in order to get the dividend, but most people sell right afterwards. That doesn't happen all the time, but if you look at the chart, you might be able to find it out. Let's see. Hey Ken, I appreciate it. You'll make me wealthy. I'm obligated to support. I hope I can make you wealthy. I'm not a guru, but I'm trying to become a good teacher here. Hey Kumar, you didn't even consider the message about the WAZX chart? Yeah, I pulled it up for you, my man, and I did the technical analysis for you. I did it. You just weren't paying attention. Let's see. Yeah, no worries, Tony. Hey, Nathaniel? Let's see. I'll call you Rhonda. Sorry, I'm going to mispronounce your name. Is Bitcoin making a double top pattern? What do you think? It hasn't made a double top pattern yet. It definitely can, but as of yet, it hasn't made a double top. We're still waiting to see if that happens. I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin, but if you're looking for the level where you want to be concerned about Bitcoin falling down below, it's a little bit lower than where we are now. It's this level right here at $57,809. That might not be exactly the exact number. 57,820. So 57,820 is the level, or I could use some of these as support, which I think is 59,839. So it's somewhere, yeah, it's really close to about $58,000, $57,800, $900. That's the level you don't want to see it fall below. Right now, we can definitely go back down here to 59,000, 58,000, and I wouldn't be too concerned. I get concerned when we break down below this support level right here. That's when I personally will start getting worried about Bitcoin. I could see altcoins going down. Like if Bitcoin goes back down to 58,000, I could see altcoins dropping about 10 to 15%. I'd be buying on that 10 to 15% drop because I would expect them to come up later because I'm still overall bullish on Bitcoin trying to break out and go up further. Bitcoin just broke out once from here to here, right? And that was a nice little breakout that we saw. Wasn't the big one, but it was a breakout, so I'm still pretty bullish on it overall. But again, around 57,800, around that level, I don't know exactly which one because you could use a few different levels. That's when I would start to be like, maybe I should stop buying and just hold to see what happens. So I'd move from a buying pattern to a holding pattern. But overall, Bitcoin's in a nice rally. I think this rally is going to continue. If Bitcoin does take a tumble back down here to the ultimate trend line down here, that'd be around 52,000, 53,000. I would still be buying altcoins at those levels unless it ended up breaking down. If it broke down below this major trend line, then I'd be like, okay, well, it looks like I'm a bag holder for some of my smaller positions. My medium positions I would have sold off at if they had the major breakdowns of their own. But for the most part, I still like what I've seen from Bitcoin. I just needed to keep on booming up, so to speak, right? But that 58,700 level, 800 level, that's what I'm looking at short term. See, hey Tony, yeah, I'll definitely be doing these option streams here. I got to find the right time for them, and the way that it's going to be formulated, guys. I know we all have different schedules and whatnot, but when we do our options videos, as soon as it's done, you guys will be able to see them. So if you guys miss it for whatever reason, don't feel bad. You can always just rewatch it, and then maybe I'll do. I don't know exactly what days I'm going to do them. I think I might do them Mondays. Maybe Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays or something, because I want to have a weekend day in there for you guys as well. But most of the time, I don't like to work too much on the weekends. But I'll figure out the best days. Again, for now, it's going to be around 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday. just because since my grandparents went on vacation, they didn't tell me, or they told me they were going on vacation, but they didn't tell me I was going to take my sister to school. Basically, my whole morning schedule is just kind of like scrapped. Like, I'm literally not trading in the morning for the next 2 weeks. So because of that, I'm just like, ah. So, yeah, right? Because that means I have to wake up at 6 o'clock, which is fine. I do that anyway. But I have to be on my way to pick up my sister, then drive her across the freaking, town to her school. Because she goes to private school, and so she doesn't live anywhere near the neighborhood, so to speak, right? So, like, no, I won't show you all this stuff, but yeah, what do you call it? So it's a pain in the butt. Let's see. But after this week or 2 weeks, however long they're gone at this party in Georgia, I will definitely start doing it early in the morning so that you guys will have time to absorb all the stuff we talk about and make your choices by the end of the market day, market close. Hey, Brandon. Let's see. I like buying high and selling low. See, you're not the only person that does that, though. And don't worry, you're gonna get better at it over time. A lot of people buy high and try to sell higher. There is a difference between buying high and selling higher and buying low and selling high. I mean, some people will say there's not a difference, and I understand their point of view, but to me, there is a difference. And the difference is a little bit of what's going on with the RSI, whether it's overextended or not. And then basically, like, just using your eyes, has it gone up a lot? If it has, maybe I shouldn't be buying this. But we all like money. We all want to chase money. And don't worry, it's a growing pain. Don't feel like you're the only person that buys high and sells low. Please don't feel like you're the only one. I've done it before. I've done it plenty of times in my trading career. So don't worry about it at all. Just at least you understand. At least you'll admit it. Most people don't like to admit it, and so they're kind of cheating themselves out of not learning how to properly trade. So you're fine, my man. You're fine, Brandon. Let's see. Yeah, see, Ken says, that's been my whole career. Don't worry about it. You're not the only one. Let's see. Hey, Morgoth, hugs for Loki. Have a nice day with your sister at the park tomorrow. Have a wonderful weekend, too. Thanks again, Mike. Bye, y'all. Hey, Morgoth, have a fantastic rest of your night. I know you're probably gone, but have a fantastic rest of your night. And Loki is, he's laying on the carpet over there now. Let's see. Hey, no worries, Nathaniel. Let's see. Hey, Tony, I will rewatch, and rewatch. Thanks, Michael. Hey, guys, I appreciate it a lot. I really do appreciate it. Every view helps the channel. The more I figure out how YouTube works, the more I'll let you guys know if you guys want to help out the channel. Because some of you guys have sent me emails and whatnot saying, hey, I can't support your channel, but is there anything I can do to help you guys out? Can I watch your videos a bunch of times or something like that? And I don't know what YouTube wants me to do. So well, it's I know parts of it since I joined this Discord that's for full-time YouTubers or YouTubers that are that make money, basically, they're monetized. And so something that YouTube likes to see is they like to see you click on my videos, and they like to see you watch the entire video, which is very hard because I'm not a very entertaining guy, and most of the time you guys want to, in order for you guys to watch one of my entire videos, you guys have to be entertained throughout the whole thing, and I'm not entertaining, which means I'm not good at these type of videos. So I think instead of making it more of me trying to be hypey but being very bad at it, I think I'm going to take the approach of just starting off my videos when it comes to options and stuff like that. Not the stream options videos, but just in the other videos where I talk about stocks and everything else with breakouts and coins. I think I'm going to start off me just talking to you guys hey everybody, hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Today we're going to be going over stocks or this Dogecoin, AMC, whatever it may be. And then from there we'll just do a more boring breakdown of it. And if you guys want to watch and support the channel, you guys can. If it's too boring, which I completely understand, you guys don't have to watch it. It's just it is what it is. I'm not too much of an entertainer. I have to admit that straight up. Hey, E-Trev, have a fantastic rest of your night as well, my man. Hey, Rip Sergeant, hope you're doing well. Really looking forward to those options videos. I think you guys will like them a lot. Remember, they're going to be option streams, but afterwards, they'll just be options videos and whatnot. So I think that's going to be a nice little thing. And especially since, with crypto's booming every now and again, but a lot of times crypto is going sideways as we're waiting for a big move. And so during that time, I think it's more appropriate for me to do one options video a day anyway and one crypto video. Because I do like talking about options, but sometimes I feel like my brain, it's hard for my brain to go from crypto to options back and forth over and over without knowing the ticker. So, you know, because I know most of you guys don't tell me, hey, this ticker is for crypto, this ticker is for options. I understand it, it's fine. But because I wouldn't really remember to do it either. But it confuses the hell out of me. Let's see. Oh, hey, Brendan, it was a joke. Don't worry about it. What do you call it? For me, it probably wouldn't be a joke, at least 5 years ago. Let's see. Hey, Didi, have been making consistent money, basically another paycheck. I hope to double that and leave my 9 to 5. That's the goal. Budgeting for that goal is freaking insane. I remember when I quit my job, it was so terrifying because you have to go to your boss and say, hey, boss, yeah, I'm quitting. And they may ask you, like, what are you going to do? Are you leaving for another competitor? Or what's going on? And I'm like, no, I've just been trading for the past couple years, and I finally become, like, really profitable about it and have a bunch of savings, so I'm going to try to make this my full-time career. Now, if you have an awesome boss, which I didn't, they'll be like, oh, yeah, congratulations, my man. Like, hope you make it big in the markets. And I'm like, oh, thank you. You leave good? My boss hated me that I was leaving because there's not many people that can do the jobs that I do. I'm a guy that can make, like... When I do management, I'm usually the key between like the corporate management, like the corporate team, and everybody else that's not corporate. And that's a very hard position to be in, but I made it work and everybody loved me. Like the management loved me and the people below me loved me. And so it was like really nice. But when I left, like a good quarter of the staff left the company with me. It was horrible. I felt really guilty, but at the same time I was like, you know, you could have paid me more, you could have done something. I don't know. They probably couldn't have done anything to keep me around, but it was pretty nuts. Let's see. Hey, Transparent Fox. If you want to subscribe to the channel, there's a big old subscribe button, I think, somewhere on the screen. I think if you turn your phone vertical, you should be able to see the subscribe button, and I appreciate it a lot. There we go. Oh, sorry, guys. I keep on forgetting my face is not always in the middle of the stream. And thanks, NRF, for subscribing. I appreciate it a lot. Hey, okay, no worries. Yeah, definitely shoot me an email. I don't know about what I just said, so I have a bad memory, but I'll definitely respond to you. Especially since you're a member. Hey, Bert. Hey, Mike. Good evening from Maryland. Ooh, I missed any discussion on ADA Cardano. Yeah, I missed too much of it. I still think it's a good time to start buying some of it. Not large amounts, but I'm still buying small positions here and there. It's been dying down. It looks okay. It could definitely come down a little bit more, but a small position here wouldn't be bad. If it's testing out the 200 again, I would buy another small position. And then finally, as it comes back down here, if it does come back down this low, around like maybe 170, 180 over the next few weeks, well, I guess the next couple of months actually, then I would take another position on it. Overall, this uptrend is still nice. I still like it. And I still think it's worth buying at this moment in time. Again, smaller positions, but what I'm looking right now for ADA to become more bullish in my eyes, where I could see people really hopping on board and buying, is if on the daily candle it can close above the 50-day moving average. That's when I can see ADA having this change, and then it tries to swoop back up towards $3.10 again, that all-time high. That's when I see it getting a lot more bullish. Short term, I'm just waiting for that breakout. But right now, I'm just taking small positions on it, letting it turn into more of a medium-sized position. That way, it can make me more money. I have a lot of invested in ADA for a long-term position, but that long-term position it's not going to be, I'm not going to be selling it this year. So I'm going to be holding on to it for a while, mostly because I want to pay taxes on it, right? But for the swing positions, I'm definitely accumulating some for potential swing here in the next few weeks. And I'm hoping it doesn't actually have to come all the way back down here before that swing. I'm hoping the 200 will be the floor on the daily candles, on the daily chart. Let's see. Hey, Ghost, do you think you'll ever record live trading for us? I can try. My thing is I just don't do too much day trading. Most of my trading is more of, like me buying options on the breakout and waiting a week before selling them. Oh, but Ghost, if you just got into the chat, what I am starting to do, Ghost, so the time is going to change because I have to take my sister to school because my grandparents are on vacation. It will be somewhere around like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. I'll do my formal streams, but I'm going to start a new stream here Mondays. Maybe Mondays Wednesday, Friday, maybe just Monday, Fridays for now. I don't know, because I'm kind of stretched for time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like a 2-hour long stream, Ghostwriter, where all I do is go over options plays. And if you guys have any options questions whatsoever, I go through my daily, I don't even want to call it, my daily progression of like how I find my options. So you guys, I'll be going through my thing, and if any of you guys have any questions about anything, you guys can ask me about it. You know, anything, and you guys will see what I do from beginning to end. And I think that'll be a great source of information for you guys, because I did it for a friend a few weeks ago, and he gave me the idea for it, and he said I basically blew his mind. I don't think I'm gonna blow you guys' minds, but because he was a much newer trader. But I think it'll give you some insight to how I like to find companies and all the weird stuff I do to find the information. Because most of the time, it's not too hard to find potential plays. It's kind of how I zone in on the potential, like the ones I actually buy, that I think you guys will find the most. You guys will find the most valuable, so to speak, right? So that's what I think I'm going to do. And that way, if you guys have any questions, you guys can definitely ask. And if you guys miss the stream for whatever reason, it'll be there still, so you guys can rewatch it, and you guys will see a bunch of plays. And it won't just be my plays; it'll be plays that you guys talk about as well. You guys have given me tons of good plays over the last few months since I've been streaming. Not as much as I've given you, but I mean, it doesn't matter. You guys came up with the plays, which is like made me really happy, because that means you guys found winners. And if you guys can find winners, like Steve. I don't know if he bought any calls, but he gave me the idea for it, or the puts. Steve made me 642% on a play. Now you see, I only bought two puts on it, but who cares, right? Because I was like, it was an earnings play basically, right? But he gave me the idea for it, and I bought some, and I was like, oh, okay, well look at that, boom, boom, boom. Less than a day later, I'm up 642%. So you guys give me great plays a lot. Same with the Starbucks plays. I bought a while ago here. Is this the Starbucks plays? No, those were the Apple ones. Here's Starbucks plays. We all did Starbucks together as a group for those that were watching the stream, and then this was 1 day profits was about 600%, 500%, depending on what call you guys bought. I bought more of these ones than these ones though. So, I feel like it'd be really good to have all those, all that kind of stuff blended together, so to speak. Hey, Boom, I'm buying my first Dogecoin right now. I'm buying $50. What program shall I use? It's up to you depending on what type of program. I have a couple links down below if you want to try them out. It does help out the channel if you click on them. But, any platform works. If you're just gonna hold it for a little bit of time, you can just always use Robinhood or Webull. Those are cheap, they're free, and they're not too much of a hassle. If you want something a little bit more advanced, you can go with the BitGet version right here. And then they also have I think Fomex is another one that you guys can use as well. So that's a good one too. Or a KuCoin. You have your options. For $50, it's not going to cost you too much in terms of fees or anything like that. I would avoid Coinbase. There's some heavy fees in Coinbase though. Hello, Scratcher. Do I have my own hardware wallet? Yeah, I have a few hardware wallets. I usually keep them in a lockbox, and I just kind of check them on every now and again. I had my Dogecoin actually in a hard wallet until I sold it back in May, I believe it was. Maybe June, no, April. When I sold it at 50 cents, I had to go to my bank, actually get it out the day before when it was pumping up, and I was like, I need this, I need this here, because if it pops late at night, which it was, I would not have been able to sell my Dogecoin because it was not physically possible for me to do so. Let's see. Hey, Brenda, you're the most honest entertainer on YouTube. I try to be. Well, honest, yeah, entertainer is what I try to be. I don't know. Honestly, there's no reason to lie on YouTube. I feel like you guys are pretty intertwined with YouTube. You guys follow a bunch of YouTubers, not just me. There are other people you watch, and you guys know I don't care about that. But like other YouTubers have scandals when they lie and stuff like that. And I'm like, why open yourself up to a scandal? I mean, I feel like for the most part, YouTube is a lot of trust, right? And so one of the cool things, like I guess not everybody loves me because on YouTube, right? I understand that, but the one thing I do find that's really nice is a lot of views left after Dogecoin crashed and after Bitcoin crashed. Everybody was kind of bummed out and they just kind of went back to living their lives, right? But as soon as Bitcoin started kind of humming back up to these all-time highs and whatnot again, and and Dogecoin was pumping up as well, you saw a lot of people that watched the stream before come back because they still trusted me as like a source of advice and expertise and what I, at least they wanted to know what my personal thoughts are about the crypto markets, which is what I kind of like, right? So I understand you guys might not be totally into crypto forever, or if you guys might be into crypto, but you guys might have enough time to watch YouTube forever. But if something ever big happens, I would hope you come back to the stream and you can ask your questions like you did before, right? And so that's kind of how I view. That's why, like, it's good to be honest and not like hype up stuff, right? You guys know I have problems with YouTubers that tell you guys like, oh my god, we're going up to some crazy level and it's time to buy. And I understand why they do it, because they want money and ads. The more views you get, the more ads you get, the more money you make. But at the same time, my god, people lose money based on that type of stuff. And usually YouTubers make a good amount of money. Now, of course, you guys know I don't make a huge amount of money off of YouTube, but I make a decent amount. Not as much as the big guys that push out tons of crazy stuff, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I don't really like those types of YouTubers all too much. I get why they're doing it. They have the disclaimer saying they're an entertainer only, just like I do. But at the same time, you're never going to see me as an entertainer saying, "Oh my God, buy Doge Elon" or something like that. It's going to go to the moon. You don't see me doing that too much. You don't see me doing that ever. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Ghost, E and J. Yeah, let me take a quick peek at it here for you. Oops, okay, here we go. It's still okay. Okay. I accidentally refreshed the page. E and J. Hey, Ghost, is this a stock or a crypto? Yeah, Ghost, let me know if it's a stock or a crypto. If it's E and J or like Entergy, New Orleans, or if it's the crypto. Let me know which one it is, and I'll take a peek at it for you. Sorry, I don't know. I should have asked that question as soon as I saw the question. Let's see. Hey, Matthew, what do I think about Doge 1? I think it's okay if you want to play around with it. I think it's only worth a small investment. If you wanted to put more in there, you definitely could, but just realize it's a pretty risky play. But it's definitely worth it if you wanted to pop $50 or so into it. I think you could make some money off of it. Hey, Jose, as far as Doge in the weekend, I would assume it's going to still stick around in this 24 to 30 cent range. Unless whales come in, I think it's going to just keep on going sideways until volume picks up here. Because right now, what everybody's waiting for is to see what Bitcoin does. That's what's happening. Everybody's waiting to see what Bitcoin does, if it wants to try to break out again, or if it's going to try to fall back down and test out that $58,700 level. Let's see. Hey, Ghost Rider. Oh, crypto? Okay, let me do that. And I'll go back to you guys' other questions here in a second. What was the... E&J. It's off Kraken. Oh, this doesn't look bad, Ghost. So, it looks bullish. This looks like a bullish flag forming here. The thing I'll tell you, though, is... Okay, right? If you wanted to buy, an easy opportunity would be to buy there. If you're holding, which I think you are, it's still an okay time to hold. This is, to me, since it is kind of bullish and I'm still bullish overall on Bitcoin, I would say this is still a good opportunity to buy here. Like even at these levels, just because of the bullish flag it looks like it's trying to make here. Now again, it could easily get popped back down or so. If you wanted to scale some out as it approaches this, that wouldn't be a bad idea as well, but that's just if you're overly cautious like me. But I still think this is a decent play, E&J. Yeah, I still think this is fine. All-time highs too. Riding up here, let me see what the 4 hour looks like though. Can I use this one, or is it not going to let me? I can use this one, actually, yeah. So if you wanted to use the bottom from October 21st, no, excuse me, October 27th, 2021, and then you wanted to use the top, the pennant on top right here, this is what you're looking at. And you can see that it had a nice bounce off of that support level as well. So I think this is a good play. If you guys wanted to buy, and you guys would probably try to wait a little bit to see if it comes back down. But I would still be taking small positions just in case it doesn't actually come back down and decides to just keep on ripping up like that over the next few days. This is a 4 hour chart, by the way, as well. So this is November 6th, which is tomorrow. So this is definitely something you don't want to have on your watch list. Just kind of having a small chart in the corner. Like if I had my normal setup like this, it'd just be right here, probably on the 2 hour. And I would just have like this kind of peeking around. So I think that's a good play to be watching for sure. Now, I don't know if it's going to break out or not, but I know the opportunity is there. So you have a good, I would definitely be looking at it. And of course, I'd be wary on the breakdown, of course. So just be careful of that breakdown. But right now, it still looks good to go. I'd be watching Bitcoin to make sure it looks fine. It continues to go up. If Bitcoin drops, this will drop as well. But until Bitcoin has a drop, I still think this is a good play to look at. There we go. And then I go back over here. There we are. Hey, Ghost. Oh, you will blow our minds. Don't sell yourself short. That's why I'm here. What do you call? I don't think what I do is too crazy. It's just mostly the way my mind works when it comes to options. It's not just the technicals. It's not just kind of reading the sector by sector stuff. It's kind of just understanding how the economy works. And you guys have heard me quite a bit about this, like how oil can mess up everything. Gas can mess up everything in the economy if gas prices are too high. That type of stuff. And kind of my mind kind of goes to that thought process of what is going to happen here? What's helping this? What's hurting this? And that type of stuff, right? Sometimes it's very simple stuff like Peloton's going to go down because nobody's going to be inside their house all day anymore. So they can go back to the gym and exercise with their friends. It's stuff like that where I can see things working out. But on the other side, some stuff can be like really complex. My mind's like, I wonder how this is going to go. Let's take a look at some data. Hey Rizzo, I'm a coffee drinker. What are my thoughts on bros? Let me see. At the 4? What chart was that? Was it just something? I guess it was just something. Huh. Okay, so Dutch Bros. First earnings results. I personally, I wouldn't buy any options on this upcoming earnings report, but I might buy some shares on it just to see what happens with it. It's going to be its first earnings report ever. I think they've probably done a good amount of business, at least from where I am. I see Dutch Bros every once in a while, or every now and again. They're around, and from what I see, they're always packed. So I would assume, I live in Washington State. We love coffee. We're addicted to coffee. Not every state is addicted to coffee as us in Seattle and whatnot. But I still think they're probably going to have a decent earnings here. Let me take a quick peek here. Income is good. Revenue's up. So revenue's up in 2020. I would take a small position on this one. Again. Only shares, no options here, but this does look fine to me right now. I mean, of course, I can't really do too many technicals on it just because it's so new. We don't even have a 200-day. We don't have a 50-day moving average here. But personally, just off of what I know about Dutch Bros, I would consider buying some, probably for a long-term hold rather than a short-term, but only a few. I would only buy a few here to see what happens. A few for me would probably be like $1,000 worth, just because it's like $6-7. I'm only going to be buying like 14, 15, something like that. But I think this is worth having a little bit of fun with. Again, I think earnings are going to be good though. That's why I'm thinking. That's why I would buy them. But and I wouldn't trust the options though because I have no idea what the earnings are really going to be like. I wish I had more information to go off of though. I'll have to put that on my watch list though to see what's going on with it. I like Dutch Bros though. I haven't had them for a while though. Let's see. Hey, SM Dit, why don't I have Binance listed below? Any specific reason why I may ask? Oh, America doesn't have Binance. We have Binance US. I mean, I could put my affiliate code down there, I think. Maybe I will. But, yeah, we don't actually have Binance in the United States. They kind of kicked it out. I don't know why. Probably some type of rule violation. Who knows? But there's no Binance actually in the United States of America. We have Binance US, which is a separate thing. I know, it's weird. Let's see. Halo Roll Scratcher, Living Lucy is crazy. She's putting $30,000 into Shiba Inu and $5,000 into Dogecoin. Oh, Doge Elon. I am worried she's going to have to pay a lot of money in taxes. Maybe me Depends. If she makes money, she will. But from what I understand, she made a lot of money off of Dogecoin and she's just kind of spending it willy-nilly. She can have fun with it. If she made $1 million on it, she got lucky. Well, I guess we all got lucky when we were buying Dogecoin at like really low prices, right? It kind of went up. But, I mean, if she wants to put her money there, she can definitely do that. And when you have as much money as her, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter where you put your money because if you lose, you're fine. Remember, she went heavy on a stock or something like that and it crashed. I forget which one it was. So, you know, she's fine with losing. I think right now she's just looking for something to hype up, right? I don't, let me go over here. What's her name? Living Lucy. Can I find her? No, what's her name? Oh, Living with Lucy. Okay, of course I messed it up. Let's see. Oh, 1C. Okay, right. So, if you can see how her views are going up a lot more over the last few days because she's starting to pump up a lot more talk about all these types of coins. She's just hyping on the hype train. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, as long as she doesn't tell other people to buy the type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, good for her. She's getting more money. She's getting more views. Back over here. Let's see. Let's see. Hey Rizzo, Dutch Bros is a massive in Oregon. They are propping up everywhere down here in Las Vegas. Always more cars than Starbucks. Oh yeah, definitely. The first time I ever actually had Dutch Bros was in Oregon. I was helping my uncle move down there, and we were coming back up, me and my grandparents. And it was like, I don't know, like 12 o'clock midnight, and we were one of the last people at Dutch Bros. It was nice. It was really, really nice. They had all these cool little energy drinks as well. I think Dutch Bros is more of just like a nice place to go. Starbucks can feel upscale sometimes. I like Starbucks when I'm like downtown, but if I'm just out and about driving, I like Dutch Bros. But you guys know most of the time I have my espresso machine, and I can make some pretty good coffee with that espresso machine for sure. Let's see. Hey Matthew, who's Living Lucy? She's a YouTuber. She's a YouTuber who made a bunch of money on Dogecoin during the big boom. And she's been she's kind of made a career out of, well, not career out of YouTube, but she's posting a lot. And guys, she's making a bunch of money off of YouTube. So I don't feel like whatever money she puts in the market, she's doing just fine. So like if you go to the channel, yeah, and she's really, really nice. She's a pretty chill person. I've watched some of her streams, and she's just like, you know, like she has a low resolution thumbnail. It doesn't matter. She's having fun with it. She's all about having fun. Now, maybe not the most sound technical advice, but she's still an awesome YouTuber. She's a really good entertainer. I should say a really, really great entertainer. That's a better way to say it. So, you know, she knows what she's doing. She has a lot of fun with it, and she just makes videos all day. It's a pretty nice living, right? Oop, there we go. Let's see. Hey, Lois, she never cashed out her 2.9 Dogecoin yet. Hey, she's expecting it to go higher. There's nothing wrong with that. She's making a big gamble, but there's no reason. Like there's no. She doesn't have to worry about it. She's fine. She can do anything she wants, and as long as she doesn't sell it, that's part of her brand at this point too, right? You saw other YouTubers start to drift away from Dogecoin. A lot of them. It's fine. There wasn't enough views behind it. I watched my streams go from thousands of views, like tens of thousands of views when Dogecoin was hot. I watched it go all the way to like 40 views before it kind of went back up to like 100 to 200 average views. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Mostly because you guys know I trade to make money. I don't actually have YouTube to make money. If I relied on YouTube for my income, you would have seen me like do a full-on transition, leave Doge in the dirt and just move on to something completely different, right? But I like Dogecoin a lot, and I like just teaching people how to trade a lot because I know how sucky it can be with that. Like to learn how to trade without anybody to guide you, and how much money you keep on losing before you find out how to do it yourself. Which is some people can lose that much money, some others can't, right? Hey Didi, I followed her because she's very entertaining in her mindset, but not her cash set, and I lost thinking her. I like the time to learn how to properly trade, and I'm banking, to be honest. Exactly, yeah. So she's good at entertaining, not so much about helping to make money. That's fine. Some YouTubers are just purely entertainers, and that's why I like her. She's awesome. She's very entertaining. She has a nice personality. I wish I had such a nice bubbly personality, but I don't. I'm pretty dry. I'm more of a computer that looks at charts all day, and I'm like, money, cool, money, cool. That's all I ever. That's all I do, right? And that's why I'm trying to help you guys get the returns, right? So when I show you guys these profits that I make every now and again, whatever, my goal is not to show you guys like this stuff. You guys shouldn't care about the profit, loss, or open. I want you guys to see like, hey, I was down 26% on this play. I was down 46% on this play, right? I was up. I don't know how much I was up on EIX, but I was up a decent amount. I was up 67 on this play, 86 on this play, 642 on this play, 624% on this play. I want you guys to look at the percentages, not the results, because this is what you guys are going to be focused on, not this stuff. You guys don't need to worry about that at all, because I have, well, in some, I don't know how much money you guys have, but I have more capital than probably most of you guys to be investing, so I can buy more calls, whether they're large, small, whatever. But you guys should worry about this, because no matter what, you guys are still going to be making the same amount of percentage gains. So, and as you become better and better and better, those gains are going to grow and grow and grow as you guys are able to put more capital into these types of, investments. Whatever you want to call them. What was the EX profit? No, what was EIX? EIX, yeah, I went up to 320%. Oh no, I sold some there. EIX. No, I guess it was up to 320. Yeah, okay. I guess I just started scaling out early because I don't like to hold too long. EX 265. Oh, okay, yeah, so it was up there. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Hello, Scotch. You don't see any female traders on YouTube too much? Oh, you don't see many? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, women don't trade too much. Women do not trade too much. It's a weird thing. I don't necessarily know why. I think it is a male-dominated profession. I just think women would be very good at it. I just don't think they usually have, usually when people get into trading, usually men, a friend tells them about it, or they get, a friend tells them like, hey, I made some money trading, and they kind of hop on board with it. I don't know if that's there for women. And I only say that because I don't know many women that talk about finance, or I'm not in that women-to-women conversation, so I don't really know. But I do wish more women would hop into finance. I think they'd be very good at it, like probably better than men. Because they can usually get more dedicated and get more of a grind work ethic out of it. Us guys, we have a really weird work ethic. We're kind of lazy, but at the same time we want money, so we kind of work hard for it. Women just kind of like, I don't know. See, they always seem more focused than me. Just me, not really men in general, but to me, they seem so much more focused and diligent. I'm kind of just like all over the freaking place. Let's see. Hey Matthew, mine social right now. SoCal. No. Southern California is. I can afford to live in California, but it's too expensive for me to even want to go there. I like having my money, and I hate taxes. I absolutely hate taxes. So I'm out in Washington. Washington doesn't even have income tax here. Now that doesn't mean I don't pay taxes, but I don't have income tax in Washington State, which is a very, very nice thing for me to not to have to worry about. I have friends who live in Southern California, and you know what? I'm not gonna like the apartment that I would want in Southern California would cost me like $4,000 a month. Now, could I afford that? Yes. Am I gonna pay for that? And realistic? Like, no. Southern California is beautiful. Like, there are certain aspects of that are beautiful, but really, no. It's just not worth paying that high of a price to live. Especially when I could live wherever I wanted to and not have that high of an upkeep life. And plus, my family's up in the Northwest. Let's see. Hey, Thesia. Hi, Mike. Which do you prefer, Webull or Coinbase? I prefer Webull for stocks and options, right? I would prefer Coinbase for crypto for the pure fact that even though they have high fees, I am able to transfer transfer crypto in between wallets. So if you're looking for crypto, Coinbase. If you're looking for stocks and options, just like learning some of that basic stuff, definitely go to Webull. And Webull has good charting, so I like Webull a lot. But if you're talking about crypto purely, the wallet makes a massive difference when it comes to me what I'm looking for in an app. Hey Monster, miss you yesterday. Glad to head back. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. My migraine yesterday, guys, was it was death. I took a lot of headache pills, and I just kind of passed out. I played with my dog a little bit because he wanted to play, and that was horrible for me. But I pretty much just slept most of the day in like a very, very dark room, and that's what I did to survive. Let's see. Hey Amy, woman here. Hey, I appreciate it a lot, and I love your channel. Thank you very, very much. Ghost Rider. Let's see. Any thoughts on the Rolls Royce? I have some Rolls Royce. It's for a long-term hold, though. It's just for a long-term hold. If you're talking about the actual car company, I don't know if there's a crypto around it, but as far as the stock, I have some for a long-term hold. I'm just waiting to see where it goes. Let's see. Hey, must let some AMC earnings on Monday. I'm not really trading too much of AMC right now. I have some calls on it. These are the calls I have if you wanted to get peak. Their AMC calls, they expire November 19th, and the strike price looks to be about $95. I think it's $95. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's $95 strike price. It's up about 86% since I bought it. Actually, hold on a second. It might be down since I don't know what AMC did today. Hold on. AMC went up a little bit, so let me see. I'm waiting for the breakout. That's what I'm waiting for personally. With earnings, it's a big gamble. I bought a few just to see what happens for it, but that's what I'm looking at. Now, if you wanted to follow the same calls, you could. I don't know. Oops, I opened up OBS software. Hold on a second. Should have clicked. Is it before market or after market? It doesn't tell me. I don't know when it is. But yeah, I'm pretty much just waiting for that breakout. If you wanted to see the exact calls I'm buying, I have the November 19th 95 strike price calls, and I bought 10 of them. I had some other ones that I bought, and I made like $300 off them, and I just sold them because I was like, let me just keep the ones for 19th. Because these ones expired next Friday. I wanted the ones that expired a little bit later because I didn't know how long it was going to take for AMC to kind of rally. But those AMC calls are TD Ameritrade positions, open positions. Yeah, they're actually down. Now they're only up 62% to the 80% you saw up there. So my profits have gone down a little bit. Still in the green, but still, not as good as I would want it to be. But of course, I didn't put much money in there. They're YOLO. Again, it assumes that AMC is going to get all the way up here. So right now, Theta is kicking my butt as time goes on, which is why I kept the the November 19th calls because they expire a while away. So if we have a crazy pump, that's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, I'm hoping for a pump from AMC, but my calls are very cheap because I don't want to buy too many. I don't want to put a lot of money down. They're 95 strike price calls, so they're very high up there. But if before the 19th it even goes to $60 or $70 or whatever, they'll have some great returns. There we go. Let's see. Hey, Amy, woman here. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Hey, Amy, I'm glad you like the channel. I had to pay over $100K in taxes last year, but when you sit outside all day and trade, it doesn't matter what it's like outside. Oh, yeah. I'm looking to, I don't know. Pretty soon, I'm going to buy myself some property out in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to try to find the best way to get internet out there, and I mean like high-speed internet, even if it means I have to pay a bunch of money to get some like fiber optic cables down there. I don't know. I'm probably not going to be able. The city won't be able to do that for me. But I'm going to try to find the best way to get some satellite internet, whatever. I want to have like the best satellite imaginable. Even if it costs me like $500 a month, I'd pay for it. Because that's like one good trade for me. Or part of a good trade, whatever. But I'd pay for it basically, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So. And then I'd be alone. I'd probably get more dogs. I got my puppy here. I'm probably going to end up getting a couple more puppies in the next few years. And then he'll be the grown up in the room. And then I might get some rescue dogs to help them out. Like if there's any outdoor rescue dogs that just like to roam outside for a little bit, I'll give them some houses and whatnot. But yeah, I definitely want to be away from the city. Yeah, I just can't be too far away from family, right? But I would love to I want to trade outside like a sunroom. But I want to have like electronic shades that come down if it gets too sunny. That way all my computer equipment doesn't get all like, messed up. Let's see. Hey Amy, the fees are too high in Coinbase. Oh, definitely. But if that's the choice between that and Webull, I choose Coinbase for sure. Let's see. Hey, what's going on? Did I go out during the Seattle protest last summer? Oh yeah, for sure. It was pretty fun. I kind of went out and I didn't protest, but I kind of walked around. Me being my dumb self, you know, I lived in Seattle back in those days, and I went on a coffee tour during the middle of that chaos. Not like a formal coffee tour where you go out and you buy like you're walking with other people. I just flat out went to like half the coffee shops in Seattle, and then went to go buy coffee. It cost me a fortune. It was so much fun though. It's like the next week I just bought a whole bunch of. I was just tasting a whole bunch of coffee every single day, from morning coffee and then afternoon coffee. I was just drinking it every single day. And then what I do with my leftover beans, I just give them to family and friends. I was like, hey, you want some coffee? It's like 2 weeks old, but it's still like good coffee, and you're gonna like it. You're not gonna be a coffee snob like I am. It was so much fun. But I went to go in a coffee store, and the window was bashed in with a rock. So I was just like, okay, well, they're not probably open, and they were not. They were not open. So there was a lot of chaos in those days in Washington. Because one of my favorite coffee places that I was getting coffee from at the time, it was they were up in the Capitol Hill area, and that was where the Chaz zone was. So it was Chaz was a special thing. It was a weird time. Let's see. Hey Brennan, I love women in crypto. My girlfriend refuses to get into crypto. You got to give her 10,000 Dogecoin as a birthday present whenever it comes. Maybe not Dogecoin. Get her $100 worth of any crypto, or $50 worth of any crypto. Give it to her as a Christmas present, or a birthday present, or even a Black Friday present, whatever. Give it to her and say, it's yours. Just hold on to it. Don't sell it. Wendy O is a good woman to follow. Ooh, that'd be a nice one too. Hey Herm, I haven't bought any mana, but what do you call it? I do think it's an okay time to hold it. Again, just because of Bitcoin's bullishness. Hello, so I can get Elon Musk internet. Oh yeah, I know I can get it. I want to make sure it's the best one I can get. Let's see. Hey Ken, move to Austin. If my family was able to move, I would definitely move everybody over there. It's because my family lives over here that I want to I'm gonna come over here. What I'm thinking of doing is buying a house on some land, like 30, 40 acres, something like that. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start investing in some more land. I want to buy a bunch of acreage, yeah, over the next few decades. I'll be old by then, but who cares? Let's see. Hey Kevin, thoughts on using Voyager for holding crypto? Yeah, I like using Voyager to hold crypto. Like there's a reason I have a link for it down below, right? I like using Voyager for holding crypto. Now, day trading, definitely not, because the fees can be pretty brutal. But just like Coinbase. But if you want to hold and you want to get some good interest on it, I think it's great. And I think they even started some type of loyalty program or something like that. So if you own some Voyager tokens, you actually get higher interest on all the other coins. So I think it's definitely worth just holding some money there for the long term. I really do. Now, the one thing I'll say is, Voyager, like some other apps, it doesn't work during extreme moments, extreme market volatility. Too many people can easily overwhelm those servers. But if you're just holding for a long term and you're not going to be swayed by every single movement of the market, I think it's a great place to hold some money on the side. Let's see. Hey Ryan, Austin here is nice. Yeah, I've been to Austin a few times. It's a very, very nice, and it's not as what do you call it? It's just it's kind of peaceful. It's gotten a lot more busy over the years since the last time I've been there, but it is a nice place to go. Let's see. Austin, Texas, turning to the new San Francisco or California. San Fran is its own thing. I don't think Austin's going to turn into that type of place, but I do know it's turning into more of a techie place for sure. Not necessarily Silicon Valley, but still very techie. Although it is lower taxes, I have to approve of that. Hey Monica, can I have your opinion on Bed Bath & Beyond put strike 20 and let's see. Hey, West Country. Yeah, Robinhood's fine. I just like to have wallets. Let's see. Let's see right here. Arrow, there we go. Oh, there's Bed Bath & Beyond right here. Okay. It's having trouble with the 200 here. That's what it's going on. Still up 12%, so it's nice to me. and you want to buy puts, strike 20. That's not bad. And so at 19. You could definitely do that. I'm just gonna like tell you, just don't put a lot of money behind these calls, for the pure fact that this could easily squeeze even further out from here, right? I mean, earnings was pretty bad last time, but it is trying to gap up here and it is trying to really just surge. So you may see it try to like just try to stagnate around these levels. So you can definitely do that. I just would say don't put a lot of money behind it, because at this moment in time you have a pretty equal chance of it going up versus down. The one good thing, well, yeah, you have the 50-day moving average as support and you have the 200 as resistance. So I would say I wouldn't put too much money down on this, just because it's very high risk. You can definitely do it, but just understand it's a very high risk trade going forward, and that's pretty much what I'll say for that one. I'd be probably more inclined, like I would do that, like a put on the 20 and have a very small position also with like a $50 strike price for the same time, November 19th, just in case it ends up popping up really crazy. You could make money either way. Like this is a small hedge, very tiny hedge, with an easy potential put play right here. So that might be something you might look at. Right now, yeah, you just don't know which way this is going to pop off, and I'm looking at it and it looks like it's bouncing off support here, and it has a chance of hitting resistance up here. So it may come up a few days before it ends up dragging back down. So that's what I'm looking at least for now. Hopefully Monday will help you out a little bit more. Hopefully Monday it will get rejected by the 200 on the 4-hour chart, and that'll be a good entry point for you to hop on in here. And if you ride it to 20 or 19 or whatever, it's going to be very fast. It's going to be a very volatile day. So don't be afraid to cash out in one day if you want to, if the returns are there for you, okay? You don't have to cash out everything, but just cash out something. And the other thing you were looking at is BGFV. Oh, Big 5. Yeah, we talked about this a few times here. This is mostly because it has a very high short interest for anybody that's watching. Has a short interest of 43%, so this could definitely squeeze if it wanted to. I mean, you can see it tried to have a squeeze here. This is pretty interesting. Again, for something like this, what are you talking about for this one though? $30 calls expire 11/19. So it is at 30, so it would already be in the money, which isn't bad, but you might be able to get a cheaper price if you head up here towards $32, $34 for a strike price. It's up to you though. Again, this is a very high risk play if you wanted to take it. I would say you can definitely do it. Just understand it's going to be volatile, so it could be down 50% off the day you buy it, and it might be up 200% the next day. So you're going to have to be able to ride those waves. If you buy options here, I mean, I would only buy a few, and I would let it go down as much as it needs to, and I'd probably let it go all, like, unless I'm making a crazy amount of profits, I would wait till November 19th before selling them, if that makes sense. I'd be very patient with them. If they're down like 40%, I probably wouldn't sell. I'd probably just hold on just in case it does have a crazy spike up eventually. That's what I'd be looking at. Now I don't know how much calls are on here, so let me see. BG FV. There you go. I probably have to enter. There we go. So there's a few calls today: 35, 40, 30, 40, 35. And these are institutional ones, so that's why they're not see all the crazy ones that I would buy. But 91,000, the big one seems to be 35 strike price by 12.17, and these are $3. So these aren't expensive calls here, which is actually really good. That means you don't have to really worry about too much money being spent here for the 19th at least. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it seems fine. There's money behind it. Personally, the way I like to buy my calls with these types of plays, I like to go YOLO. That's how I like to buy them. You're going more professional, which is fine. It's probably the better way to trade them. You can definitely do that. Just be wary of what's going to happen here with the volatility levels. I might look at $60 calls for November 19th. And if it really has a big boom, that's where you see those big moves of like 1,000% increases in the options prices. just because of so far the money, the realization that they might actually close and the money becomes much greater. That's where you see the massive gains going forward there, especially out November 19th. That's still like 2 weeks away plus, so that's what I'd be looking at right now. But yeah, with all these potential squeezes coming along, it does bode well to hold one of these at least. Okay, I'll go back over here. There we go. Let's see. APH letting up on the gas. I mean, it had a breakout with an opportunity to buy here. I think this could possibly keep on going higher if you wanted. Let's see. I mean, this is all-time highs, isn't it? Yeah, with the split that it had back here too. I still think this could go higher. Now, again, we don't have a resistance level right now. Probably the RSI would be your best guess. It's getting pretty high up there. I think it may try to push it a little bit more, maybe get up to here to 80 on the RSI. I mean, I would have a price target of maybe $84 or something like that. It might die back down eventually, but so far this is booming. The only thing that would concern me would not be this particular stock. It's more of how the market is like getting all-time highs day after day after day, so it is due for a cool down. But even during that cool down, I could still see this making a good move here. So I'd be saying this is still fine for APH. Hey Matthew, are spreads ridiculous on Robinhood? Sometimes they are. Robinhood has some weird glitches. I don't actually trade options on Robinhood. They won't even actually allow me to trade options. I don't think I have enough money in my account for them to justify giving me options buying power, whatever it is. So I don't buy options on there. I buy everything through TD Ameritrade because the information they give is just so much superior than Dogecoin, than Robinhood. But I have noticed the spreads are a little off compared to TD Ameritrade. Maybe that's TD Ameritrade's fault. Maybe that's Robinhood's fault. You know, I don't know, but I'd probably say it's Robinhood's fault because Robinhood's much more shady as a company. So, hey Britt, so you lived there for a while in San Fran? That's nice to see. I know, yeah, there has been a homeless problem over there. Same with Seattle. That's one of the reasons I moved to Seattle. I was just getting too bad. But you know, if you can afford to move out, you're good. I have friends. I have a few friends that I've known for a long time. They actually can't afford to leave California. It's a crazy kind of thought. You're trying to leave so you can like find somewhere cheaper, right? I think they were trying to move to Idaho or something like that. But they did not. No. Salt Lake City, Utah, and they didn't have enough money to afford it. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, you got, you know, I don't know how you save money for that type of stuff, but that's crazy. Because normally when I move, you know, I just kind of move. I have the money kind of saved up in a savings account. But if you're kind of like, you know, having some issues, it can definitely be a struggle. Hey Amy, you are not the only one with the Doge back for sure. I would say just be patient, but it is a pain waiting. It is a big pain to wait for Dogecoin to take back off. Hey Brandon, you're gonna give her Squid Coin? Oh man. Hey Gospel Music, we went over that a little bit ago. XYO. I think it's fine to start accumulating at these levels. I think it's fine. No. Sorry. I'm thinking a different one. I would only be holding if I bought a while ago. It had a nice breakout a few days ago, but I mean, I would have bought on that breakout. Right now, you're kind of chasing it. If you still have some, you can still hold. If you want to buy, you can definitely catch the momentum that can definitely come today. But I would not fall asleep holding it. I would just be awake while, you know, and being monitoring it pretty closely if you're going to hop into XYO. Hey Monica, if it goes down, I add some calls. I just have 3 contracts. Oh, that's not much at all. If it looks like for the most part they're pretty cheap contracts as well, so you're not risking much. So that's a good way to play it, especially with some of these crazy plays. You buy them really cheap and you'll be good. Remember what's that guy's name? Roaring Kitty, the guy that predicted all the GameStop stuff. Remember, he spent a bunch of money on calls on GameStop calls, but he was able to buy so freaking many of them because they were just so cheap. So what I do is I don't spend a whole bunch of money on them. He was taking a big gamble, but I mean, he was going through all the finances. He was going like deep dive in there. I'm not doing that. But basically, how do I say it? It's definitely worth taking some YOLO positions, especially when they're so cheap as they are, because most people don't think it's ever going to pump, right? There's a lot of hedge funds trying to keep it down because they don't want to get squeezed. Let's see. Robinhood will allow you to buy penny contracts. Yeah, I don't buy penny stuff too much. I'm not a big Robinhood fan, but I know people like it, so I don't really tell them to move away from it. I just tell people what I like. Remember, TD Ameritrade is what I personally like. TD Ameritrade is full of I don't know, it just has so many resources. Like here, hold on a second. TD Ameritrade, I think we're swim right here. I have the desktop version, but the mobile works okay too. I wouldn't use the charting on the mobile, even though you can. I mean, it's always nice to use the desktop. You can do paper trading if you wanted to do fake trading. You could go advanced trading, whatever, technical analysis maybe. Yeah, you can break everything down. Okay. So they have economic data if you want to look at it, company profiles. I mean, you can option statistics. There's just so much stuff that they give you for free. Robinhood charges you for all this stuff. They give it to you for free. And think of like Robinhood Gold. You need all the information, like level 2 data. They give it to you all for free. And I know most of you guys aren't full-time traders, but what I do when I'm in TD Ameritrade, I can open it up and I can be watching CNBC, or I can watch the financial channels while I'm actually trading. So if there's breaking news that comes out, just like that, I'm aware of what's going on, and I have news alerts set up. So if there's ever any crazy news about any stocks I'm in, I get a little ping and I read the news and what's going on with it, right? So TD Ameritrade to me is just superior. Like, it's one of the best out there. There's also Fidelity, E-Trade, Schwab, those types of things. But I just learned off of TD Ameritrade, and I've kind of understand it pretty well, and so I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Let's see. It's right here. Let's see. Hey, Didi. Yeah, sometimes they can be significantly different. It's just because Robinhood has some glitches every once in a while. I don't know what it is, but sometimes they just have some trouble. Back during all the crazy stuff happening in the markets, Robinhood, we were watching Ethereum Classic. Robinhood's Ethereum Classic price was like $40 more than what it was on every other exchange. So everybody in Robinhood was selling at some crazy high levels, and then all of a sudden the price just tanked to go back to where everything else was. It was a really weird glitch. And so Robinhood just has some weird problems when it comes to the spreads and whatnot and the pricing. Sometimes it makes you money, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't want to take that risk. Let's see. Hey, Amy, XYO. Oh yeah, we talked about it a little bit ago. It's fine if you want to. I wouldn't recommend buying too much at the moment since it's already it's been spiking for a while. But I would have probably bought on the breakout itself. But I think overall it's still an okay play. Again, like I just said a few minutes ago, I wouldn't recommend like buying it and falling asleep just because you don't know if it's gonna reach a tipping point tonight or tomorrow morning. Let's see. Hey Kevin, as far as Bitcoin, if you're looking for a good price, I would say somewhere around 59,000 is an okay entry price. It may dip down below that, but I think 59,000 is something that you could be confident in. Again, a small position. I wouldn't do a big position since we're all close to all-time highs here. I'd wait for the next big Bitcoin crash whenever that occurs in a few months if you wanted to go heavy on Bitcoin for a long-term hold. Let's see. If you wanted to take small positions, like start buying right now, and you keep on buying a little bit every few months, you could definitely do that too until a crash happens and you go big on it. But right now, it's kind of at a really high level. If you're looking for like a long, yeah, that's what I'd say. Do you ever YOLO in your account in your trade career by doing options calls in your early career? Well, I've done YOLO calls forever. The only thing about that's now is now I can put more money into those YOLO calls. That's the only difference. I don't buy any more YOLO calls than I did before. I just buy I just spend more money on the same YOLO calls, if that makes sense. Hey Amy, please stay away from pennies. I lost more than you can imagine. Yeah, penny stocks can be freaking crazy. Hey Amy, I agree about TD. Oh yeah, TDs are freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Okay, I think we're good, guys. Alright, I'm going to call it a night. I've been streaming for about 2 hours and 40 minutes. I need to take a little bit of a break here, and I need to take my dog outside to actually go use the bathroom. So, I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. No, sorry, tomorrow's the weekend. I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow since it's Saturday. I got to take my sister and go do some stuff, so I don't know when I'm going to stream. But I will see you guys tomorrow, probably closer to the afternoon. And then I'll taking Sunday off because it's my day off. And then Monday I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. If something crazy happens with crypto on the weekend, I will be live to kind of walk you through what's going on. But unless that happens, I'll probably be taking the weekend off except for Saturday, where I'll probably do like an hour stream or an hour and a half stream, maybe even a 2 hour stream on Saturday. So we'll see how that works out. But all right, everybody, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll try to post some pictures of Loki at the park with my sister. They're definitely going to have a fun day. Maybe he'll finally learn how to play catch or fetch. Thanks again, everybody, and have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your night.